Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is well. We are doing a trial drop-in again. So last week we done a trial menopause drop-in for 3 hours. And this morning we're going to do another one to see how it goes. So if you are around and you'd like to join and come in and join the drop-in, you can just come in and pop out again. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to be here for 3 hours. Asking any questions. If you want to come in and connect with like-minded people, if you'd like to just get some things heard and understood, it's entirely up to you. Hi Celeste, how are you? Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Empress. Good morning, Joan. So good morning, Elizabeth and Poppy and user 252. So we are going to be doing a menopause drop-in today. Trialed one last week and it went relatively well. So I'm going to trial a second one and maybe see how this one goes, and just so I can think, is this something that we're going to be doing on a regular basis? So the drop-in is going to be for 3 hours. So again, you don't have to be here for all the for the full duration. You can just pop in and out. Let your friends know that there is a menopause drop-in happening. And if you've got any questions, if you just want to be heard and understood, if you just want to rant about the journey, this is what we're here for today. It's absolutely here. This is what we're here for. Good morning, Joan. How are you? Good to see that you are good. Yeah, we're just going to have a rant and rave about it. You know, sometimes this journey, okay, sometimes all we want is to be heard and understood, and that's what we're here for. So yeah, if you want to ask questions, rave about it, or rant about it, rave. We're not going to rave about it, that's for sure. Yeah, we're here. That's what we're here for today. So we're trialing our second menopause drop-in session. And they will be happening on different days as well. I think last week, I done it on, I think it may have been a Wednesday again, actually. It may have been a Wednesday because I'm working around my other work commitments. So it's going to be different days. And if we are going to have it, it would be nice if they're weekly. So you can come in and just ask questions and meet up with people. Yeah, because you're making connections within the community. You are actually making connections with each other, which is really nice. I am as well putting together some thinking about doing other face-to-face events. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that also. So welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community Trial Drop-In. This is Trial Drop-In number 2. And we'll probably do a few more trials just to see, and then I can make the decision. Shall we be doing this on a weekly basis? A drop-in session. The drop-in session is going to be for 3 hours. So I'm going to be here until 2, around that time, 2 o'clock, and see how it goes. And you can drop in and just let your friends know if they are navigating through the menopause or they think they may be. This is the place to be. If you've got any questions about it, this could be about symptoms. This could be about, how do I cope with this symptom? It's all in this place, So this is the place to be. So those of you who don't know who I am Jackie, and I am a qualified menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. And I'm a huge advocate for women navigating through this journey, or who are about to embark on this journey, to try and embrace it the best they can. Try and embrace it, because it is going to be a journey that is going to happen to all women, although we experience it at different levels. But it's one of those journeys that I am a strong advocate for. It's not going to break you. Don't allow this journey to break you. Okay, so if you've got any questions, feel free. So yeah, welcome. The Menopause Wellness Community is a safe space to be heard and understood. Absolutely a safe space to be heard and understood. Hi everyone, welcome. I'm just going to check some of the questions. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing. To get hormone therapy, soon, is it sooner? That works for some, okay? Hormone replacement therapy, HRT, that works for some, doesn't work for everyone. And this is the thing, you have to find out what is going to work for you, okay? This is your journey. It's going to be different from your friends, different from everyone else. You have to find out what works from you. 079, hi, how are you? Good morning to you. Amanda, welcome. Brain fog and panic attacks are my worst enemy at the moment. I have not had a period for 12 and a half months. Okay, hi Amanda, thank you for sharing that. So the fact that you have not had a period for 12 and a half months, it sounds as though you are in perimenopause. And I'm sorry to hear that the panic attacks and your brain fog is really challenging. I'm sorry to hear that, but I understand. I totally understand. I hear you and understand you. So I have got a list that I'm happy to share with you. I have a list of herbs and spices, list of supplements, list of foods that are going to be useful to be eating during the menopause journey. And I'm happy to share them with you. You may see something on there that you may think, oh, that's a great idea. I didn't think about that. Or you may think, do you know what? It's not going to work for me. One size doesn't fit all. What I use to navigate through my journey, it works for me. It doesn't mean it's going to work for somebody else. But this is what I'm saying. Be kind to yourself. Be graceful to yourself and give yourself some compassion, because this journey isn't going to be necessarily an easy one. Okay, don't get me wrong. Some women say they sail through the menopause, which is fantastic to hear, but it's not going to be easy for everyone. Okay, so please reach out to me. How you can reach out to me is either DM me or go onto the profile, the page, community page, and click on the email link, and it will open up an email directly to me, and then I can send that over to you, and I will get that over to you today. Okay, so hopefully you find that information useful. Hi Kerry, how are you? Good morning. Can I just ask, has anyone here heard of estrogen? Yes. So I'm gonna put this here. I think we mentioned that estrogen dominance. We mentioned that not yesterday, day before, because you can have there are common symptoms that are on that leads to that as well. Not leads to it, it's part of it. So 10 symptoms of estrogen dominance. I'm just letting you know. But yeah, you can be. So what I've got here. So estrogen dominance is a term that has recently gained a lot of traction in the field of women's health and wellness. So this is a condition where a woman can have either too much estrogen or not have enough progesterone to balance its effects on in the body. Okay, so this imbalance in sex hormones can wreak havoc on a woman's body and overall health, leading to a variety of symptoms that can disrupt daily life. So yes, you can. There's a lot of information on here as well. Is this what you feel that you are experiencing, Kerry? Can't have HRT. Does that Socks Pippa? Are you saying you cannot have HRT? Go has prescribed. GP has to prescribe antidepressants instead of. Oh my goodness me! I get really concerned when I hear that GPs you've been prescribed antidepressants, because I got told a week ago about someone had been prescribed antidepressants for high blood pressure. Okay, so when you're getting prescribed things from your GP, please, if you're not already, ask the questions. Why are you giving that to me? What are the benefits of giving it to me? How long have I got to take it for? Because we don't have to take something what our GP is being prescribed. I'm not saying that we're going to fight against our GP, but we need to ask more questions. Yeah, because if we go in, and we need to be a bit more, be better advocates for ourselves as women. When we're going to GPs, rather than just saying, oh, I'm getting headaches or I'm getting hot flushes, we need to be explicit. How long have we had them for? How are they impacting on our life? Yes, we do feel that they are part of the menopause also. We have to give them a lot of information. Remembering, I'm going to say it again, generally GPs, our doctors, only have 1 hour of menopause training. 1 hour. That's not a long time. So this is why it's really important that when we go to see our GPs about our menopause, we are bringing information to them. We're armed with information, because they're not necessarily going to know, because they've had 1 hour, unless they've gone off and specialized in it, then that's different. But 1 hour of menopause training. So you're going to have to go armed, fully armed to your GP with information. Hi, Sally. It's changed how I feel about myself. I'm not the same person. Brain focus. Sally, I hear you and understand you. Yeah, I understand. It's change. It does. And you know what? I would say the menopause does change you. I feel it's changed me. But for me, I'm what I'm trying to do is embrace it the best I can. And it's changed me for the better, I would say, because I'm saying no to people. Before I would stretch myself. I'm not stretching myself anymore. No, I can't do it. No, I don't want to do it. All right. And I'm not taking anyone's BS anymore. That's how it's changed me. So I encourage everyone through this journey, try and embrace it the best you can. Try and embrace it the best you can. And actually be kind to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Absolutely be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace, give yourself compassion. All these things. Step up, boss up on the self-care. So important. We've been doing themed lives recently around, we did menopause and the heart. The importance of looking after our heart, even more so during the menopause. Tomorrow we're having menopause and eyes. We did, lots of other things. So different things. It's really important. Why do we wait until now, until we start thinking, oh, we better start looking after ourselves? We really need to step up our game. And you do feel different. You absolutely do feel different. It's a lot, right? We have a list of 90 symptoms in the community. There's plenty more than that. I guarantee you there's plenty more than that. And just reading the symptoms is overwhelming. This is why the community is here. This is the reason why I've set up the community, and I'm now trialing menopause drop-ins. That's what I'm doing right now. Just trialing the drop-ins. Is this something that I should be doing on a regular basis? So we as menopause warriors can reach out. And even though if you're not navigating your menopause, it may be that you are about to embark on your menopause. So you're going to be, knowledgeable or get the support that you need before embarking on it. Hi, Tano. Is it Tano? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Good morning. Good morning. So again, those of you who don't know me, and I don't know if you've missed the information. Hi, Nanny. I'm Jackie. I'm a menopause wellness practitioner and a menopause menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. Thank you very much for the heart me. And today is not a regular scheduled live. It is a trial drop-in, menopause drop-in today. We did one last week and it went really well. So I'm trialing another one today. Hi, Sally. My sleep is worse it's ever been. I can't sleep until... I hear you. Yeah, I get sleep disturbances as well. There are going to be things that you can try out. And again, when I say try, if you're new to something that you are going to trial, and you are on any medication or you have any health conditions, please consult your GP before you try it. What I wouldn't want to hear is that you've tried it and it's made things worse. This is trial and error. We don't know something is going to work for us until we actually try it, right? Sally, I have a list of herbs and spices. I have a list of foods that are going to be useful and also a list of supplements. I am more than happy to send it over to you. All I need is that you just reach out to me, DM or email me. The email link is in my bio, and I can send it over to you today. Nanny SL, how are you? Thank you very much for the gifts, everyone. Thank you for the follows. Minecrafts, good morning. I'm confused what to do. Doctors have prescribed me HRT and it's still at chemist. Oh, so have you, Minecrafts, have you picked it up? Is that what you're saying? And you said the doctors have prescribed you HRT. Did you want to go on HRT? Yeah, let me know. If you want to go on HRT and that's what they prescribed you, that's fantastic. But if you are not considering it and they've prescribed you anyway, don't be bullied into doing something that you're not comfortable with doing. And I'm hoping that it's the first thing that I mentioned, that you have been prescribed it because you want to go on it. Picked it up. So you still got to pick it up at the chemist. And this is the thing, HRT works for some, HRT doesn't work for others. You don't know if it's going to work for you until you try it, right? You're welcome, Amanda. Kerry, I went to the doctors with estrogen dominant and she had never heard it. What? Okay. Kerry, this is the thing. GPs only have 1 hour of menopause training. And I guarantee you in the menopause training, there's not going to be much information about estrogen dominance. 1 hour. This is what I'm saying about go armed. Do your own research and go armed with the information to your GPs. If they haven't heard of it, well, this is what it says about it. And remember, we don't have to be loyal to our GPs. We can go and get a second opinion, particularly if we're being fobbed off. 079, how are you? How do you know menopause is starting? What are the symptoms for PCOS? Okay, so how do you know menopause is starting? So perimenopause, generally, in the UK, it's around the age of 51. However, we do know that you can start perimenopause before that age, particularly if you have had surgery. Okay, menopause can be triggered by surgery. So medical menopause, medically induced menopause, you've got chemotherapy induced or radiotherapy induced. Those things can happen. So generally, how you may identify that you are navigating through perimenopause is that one of the first things that could happen, and it's going to be different for everyone, is that your menstrual cycle becomes erratic. Now, what I mean by that is that it doesn't arrive how you normally have it arrive. Okay, so if you have it every 21 days, every 28 days, and then it all of a sudden comes every two weeks, or it's longer, it's shorter, it's heavier, it's different. That's what we call erratic. And along with that, you may experience things like hot flushes, mood swings, night sweats. Brain fog can come into that as well. When I first started navigating through my perimenopause, I was 42 years old at the time, and I started having night sweats. And I went to my GP, and the GP said, "No, you're too young." So I walked away. Second time I went to the GP again, that was some time after, because night sweats invited hot flushes to this party. Okay, and then I went back again and I was sent away again. The third time I went, I put my foot down. I was a better advocate for myself at that time, and the GP gave me a blood test, and the blood test unfortunately came back showing that I was not. My blood levels were normal, hormone levels were normal. So I just walked away. So then I have navigated all the way through menopause. Remember, menopause is only 1 day. And then now I'm in postmenopause. And I've been postmenopause for 5 years now. My GP doesn't know. It's not on my records because I didn't go back. So 079, I'm happy to send you the symptoms list so you can have a look at the symptoms. They are perimenopause and menopause symptoms. I can happy to send you that. Just reach out to me, DM or email me. Is it Aesthetics Lounge? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hey, how are you? This is definitely true. Yeah, do you know what? I'm happy that I put this community together, and I'm so happy that us as women are speaking up for ourselves. Thank you for the roses, Gemma. We're speaking up for ourselves because we are absolutely paving a way for the younger generation. By the time our daughters and their daughters and our nieces, and granddaughters, by the time they get to their menopause journey, they are going to be walking like a boss. I'm telling you, they're not going to be afraid to talk about it. They're not going to be apologetic for their brain fog, their loss of concentration, the hot flushes and the nut. They're not going to be apologizing. Right? So this is what we're going to do. Okay, I definitely have it. I have been researching for months. Okay, and Kerry, listen to your body. You know your body the best. Okay, all those times I was sent away from my GP telling me that, no, I'm not in. I thought I was going insane. Am I imagining this? What I should have done looking back was go and get a second opinion. But what I did do was I went away and educated myself. And this is why I became a menopause wellness practitioner and a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. So I went and educated myself. That's how I dealt with it. But like I said, my GP does not know that I am in post-menopause. And my perimenopause was for 10 years. 10 years of perimenopause. Remember, there are some women in this community that are on their 12th year or their 15th year of perimenopause. It's going to be different for everyone. Socks Pippa. Can't have her. Oh, I don't know what you mean about that. Sorry. I'm just catching up on these messages. Jazz, welcome, welcome. What can I take? That is natural for menopause. There are going to be a lot of natural things out there. I've got a list. I'm going to keep referring to my list that I have. I've got lists. So things like, at the moment, what I take to help me with my journey, because I'm in post-menopause. And because you're in post-menopause, it doesn't mean your symptoms are going to disappear. They're still there. So I take things like lion's mane. I took lion's mane tea this morning. That helps with my brain fog. It really helps a lot with my brain fog. I take evening primrose and starflower oil. I also take sea moss. I also take moringa seeds. I also have things like ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, a bit of cayenne pepper in there. So I take lots of different things. But I just have never taken HRT and I will never take HRT. I'm just not an HRT girly. HRT is not for me. I would never try it and I don't wish to try it. So Jazz, I can send you the list of things so you can have a look. You might find something on there that's going to work, but you don't know if it's going to work until you try. And please, when you try something, be consistent with it as well. Must be consistent. That's why they did with me to 2 and strong ones. That's not, do you know what? That's not good. I get so upset when I read or hear that you've been put on antidepressants. Why? Why are you put on antidepressants? We have to question our GPs. I know they've qualified for years and they are knowledgeable in, what they do, but they're humans. And it's fine to challenge. Why are you giving me this? For what reason? Advice on the itchiness. DB, is it DB? I can't pronounce your name correctly. Apologies. Advice on the itchiness. Yeah, itchiness is not a nice thing at all. So probably about 2 months ago, I was experiencing itchiness downstairs, vaginal itching, which we don't really want to talk about a lot of the time. I experienced vaginal itching. It was horrible, particularly in the nighttime. I don't know why, it just was worse at night. I went to the GP and got some hydrocortisone cream they prescribed me, but I could only use it for 3 days. But in the same time as using that, I started eating back avocados. I'm a big avocado person anyway. And cut a long story short, day 28 of eating half an avocado a day, my itching has gone completely. There are women in the community that are doing the same thing. Those women that do not like to eat avocados, they are mashing it up and put it on their skin, using it as a body wash, and they've noticed a reduction in their itching. So to have a try of that. Always do your, thank you for the gifts, always do your skin test as well. Okay, always do your skin tests. AOAL. Hi, AOAL. Does that even make sense to you? Why would they give you BP medication? Exactly. No, it doesn't make sense. This is why I'm saying, when we go to the GP sometimes, our GP will say, you need to take this, you need to take that. And where they're going, okay, I'll take it. Why are we saying that? Being a better advocate for ourselves. Hold on a minute. Why are you prescribing me that first and foremost? What are the benefits of it? Do the benefits outweigh the risks? This is what we've got to ask these questions, because it does not make any sense that you've got high blood pressure and you're getting given antidepressants for it. I don't understand. Make it make sense, right? Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Hi, Ren. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the gifts, Kerry. Thank you for the gifts. Select, thank you for the gifts. Where do you get this information from? What are you talking about? Which information are you talking about? Thank you for the information. You're welcome. Thank you for the follow, Chrissy. Okay. Where the best places to get your information from, okay? The NHS, and also you've got the British. If you are in the UK, you have got the British Menopause Society. There is information on these places. Any information I'm sharing on here, I have not just gone and plucked it out of the air. As well as being trained in menopause, I research as well, okay? So bring your information to your GP. How are they saying it's incorrect? Why are they saying it's incorrect? Bearing in mind, remember, generally GPs have an hour of menopause training. If they've just had an hour and they're not doing any more training on top of that, then it could be that they lack knowledge in it. Simple as that. Ask them if they can refer you to a menopause clinic. Or do they have a menopause nurse on site or somewhere else? Hi, Unique. It does. Menopause can absolutely change you. It can absolutely change you. I'm just going back to see if I've missed any questions. Good morning, menopause chat. Good morning. Herbal is better. Kizzy. And do you know what? It's what works for you. Whatever works for you. Let's not let anyone tell us that this is, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. You're going to do what's right for you. That's it. Just do what is right for you. Let me just see. My goodness, I've missed so many comments on here. These comments just fly up so quickly. So welcome everyone. I'm trialing again this morning. I am trialing a second menopause drop-in. We're having a menopause drop-in until 2:00 today. So feel free to drop in and out if you've got any questions, if you want to connect with people, like-minded people, if you just want to rant about the menopause, it's fine. This is a safe space to do it. Absolutely safe space to do it. As I said, I have got lists upon lists, and if you want some information, please let me know and I can send it over to you. You are welcome. Right, I found where I was before. The doctor told me, okay, incorrect. 3 years from October to January every year. I am no longer having a period. Okay, 3 years. So again, if you're in 3 years of no period whatsoever, okay, that is post-menopause now. You're in post-menopause. Post-menopause happens a day after the menopause, which is 1 day, and then you're in post-menopause. But when you do research, it says that you are solidly in your post-menopause after 2 years of no periods. Okay, 2 years of no periods, that you are now solidly in your post-menopause. And post-menopause lasts for the rest of your life. What happens with post-menopause, your hormone levels start to stabilize. For some women, they will find that their symptoms will decrease or disappear. Other women, the symptoms will remain. So post-menopause is going to be for the rest of your life. Hi, Alison. Thank you for the follow. Surely that's not normal. Aesthetics Lounge. What's not normal? I'm catching up with all the comments and questions. Hi, Jones Glow. How are you? Good to see some familiar community members. And it is absolutely fantastic that we have newbies as well. If you're not part of the community and you would like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. We have our scheduled lives on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. British Summer Time, where we just meet for an hour and we connect. Sometimes we have guest speakers. We do different things in the community. But that's when we meet up. This is a safe space to be heard and understood. MC, welcome. Good morning. Just happened across this live, and how did you know I needed to see this? I didn't even. Oh, MC, I'm glad you found us. We're doing a trial menopause drop-in today. This is our second trial because I'm trying to just figure out, is it going to be useful to have menopause drop-ins alongside our scheduled lives? Okay, so our scheduled lives are looking at the body in terms of, like, we looked at the menopause and the heart health last night. Tomorrow we're looking at menopause and the eyes. All these things, it impacts. So just to educate ourselves. Yeah, just to educate ourselves. Thank you for the follow. Where were you listening to someone who is not even able to prescribe treatment? Why are you listening to... do you know, sometimes, again, our book, we have a book in the menopause, our book, okay, I'm going to mention it again, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic, A Journey Through Menopause and Grace. It talks about being an advocate for yourself. When you're going to the GP or consultation, what you do before, during and after, okay? The book is your companion. Real life stories in there. This is the thing. Know your body. You know your body. You can't let anyone tell you that you're not feeling that level of pain. You know what you're feeling, right? So don't let anyone fob you off. Absolutely, we can connect. Is it Aesthetics Lounge? Yes, we can. We definitely can. The Oak Home. Welcome, the Oak Home. Good morning. Yes, you can definitely do the drop-ins because many women are still struggling inside. Absolutely. And this is not something you want to... Don't get me wrong. Everyone's journey is different. Okay. However, having a community of like-minded individuals that can support each other, that can uplift each other. This is why I'm telling you, this menopause is not breaking you. Right? You're going to take back control. Absolutely going to take back control. We need to be kind to ourselves. We need to be graceful. We need to give ourselves compassion. These are the things we need. We need to step up on self-care also. We really do. And yes, the menopause may well change us. I know it's changed me. As I said, I'm not taking no one's BS anymore. And I'm saying no a lot more. And I'm not pushing myself to do things anymore. I'm not cleaning the house in 2-3 hours anymore. Why am I killing up myself cleaning the house in 2-3 hours? Well, the house is going to be there tomorrow. And whatever I don't do today, it can be done tomorrow. right? I'm pacing myself now. Violet, hello. What can you use? Any herbals? Yes, you can. I've got a list of herbs and spices, and I'm happy to share it with you. So reach out to me in the DMs or in the email. There's an email link on the page, and I will send you over the herbs and spices list. And what I love about the herbs and spices list, it's got a breakdown of the herbs and spice, what the benefits are of it, and what the suggested intake is. Please remember, when you are looking at these things, if you are on any medication or have any health conditions, then you may need to go and seek advice from your GP before trying it. Emma. Hi, Emma. Sleep deprivation is killing. I hear you. It is a struggle to sleep. Yeah. I'm getting night sweats at the moment. I don't know why they've come back so aggressively, but they've come back aggressively, and I'm trying to figure it out. For those of you who are not already doing it, maybe think about a menopause tracker, just tracking your menopause. There are menopause trackers out there. I've not used them, but they are out there. Caniston have one, Flow have one. So track your menopause to try and identify what is actually exacerbating your symptoms, if they are being exasperated. Please remember also, we're navigating through the menopause. Our body is going through a lot of changes. We may find that we are happy to eat something 1 month, and then the following month our body is rejecting it. This is because our body is changing. Okay, and it's about being in tune with the body. So it may be that certain things that you're used to doing is no longer. This is why I'm saying track your journey as best as you can. Track your journey. Is it Abada? Please, can you send me? Yes, I can. I'm happy to send it to you. All you need to do is just DM or email, and I can send it out. I'll send it out today. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Welcome to the second trial of the menopause drop-in. Are we going to continue with this drop-in? I feel I'm more so, inclined to say, yes, I'm going to drop it. We're going to continue with drop-ins. I'm just trying to figure out, it's not going to always be on the same day, but it will be for the 3 hours, the drop-in, absolutely. And it will more than likely be in the morning. We do have our scheduled lives in the evenings as well. Please, can you say the kinds of food we eat and herbals to use? Okay, the kind of foods, off the top of my head, without going back to the list, foods are going to be things like, I know fish, oily fish is on there for omega-3, things like salmon, mackerel, sardines. Avocados are on the list. Also things like soy is on the list. Nuts, got a list of nuts. Almond nuts, walnuts are good. Pumpkin seeds are good as well. Those sort of things are all on the list. So I can send that over to you, Violet, just off the top of my head. Listen, sometimes I forget. Brain fog is really real, yeah? So I can send over, but off the top of my head, those sort of things are on there. Nanny, I am fine, thank you. Oh, look, I asked you that so long ago, right? I'm only catching up on this. Good to hear that you are fine. My burning mouth, it's okay. You can get burning mouth during menopause as well. But what I would say to you, if you're concerned about it, remember, when we have gut feelings about something, our bodies will give us symptoms and signs and symptoms of things. Don't downplay it. Don't ignore it. Go and speak to your GP. Go and speak to your GP. Because yes, it could be on our symptom list, that is on there. But it could be something else. So go and get it checked out. I don't know why as women, we tend to downplay what we're experiencing. I don't know why we do that. No, I don't know what to do. I'm in two minds. It's what you have to have a think about it and decide what you want to do and do what's best for you. Don't let anyone else tell you that it's wrong what you're doing. Okay. Is HRT good? Highly favored. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Is HRT good? HRT is hormone replacement therapy. Also, it's referred to as MHT, menopausal hormone therapy. I cannot say if it's good. I'm not a HRT girly. I'm going to be honest. I was just never in favor of HRT because my research showed that it can have an impact on my heart. I wasn't prepared to take that gamble. There are many women in the community that use HRT and it's fantastic. There are some women that have used HRT and it hasn't worked for them. So I would say go and do your research around HRT. Speak to your GP because there's gels, there's sprays, there's pessaries, there's gels, so many different. Do your research. And there's also something called body identical hormone therapy. Body identical, which is supposed to be a lot better than the HRT because HRT is very synthetic, right? So the body identical HRT is got chemicals in it that are more alike the raw chemicals, the real like the hormones in your body. Okay, so this is why it's body identical HRT and it's supposed to be better. It's supposed to be a lot healthier to have than the synthetic one. So do some research on it. I've got some information. I can send it over to you. Highly favoured. I'm absolutely happy to send it over. Thank you for the follow, user 1514. Hi, Gemma. You'll probably be saying, Jackie, I said hello to you ages ago. I know, I'm just catching up on the messages. I am just catching up on the messages. Hi, Sam. I've just messaged my GP as I'm on the implant, but over 50% sure I'm perimenopause. Okay, and go with what your gut feeling is. We get gut feelings for a reason. Let's not downplay our gut feelings, right? Encourage. Yeah, let's. If you are liking the live, do share. Thank you, Shimmery Lane. Do share the live. Do hit the love button. Share the love. If you're not part of the community and you'd like to be part of the community, follow. You know, as I said, we meet up every Tuesday, Thursdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. British summertime, and we talk all things menopause and lots of different things happen. So Lady J, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Gemma, hi Gemma. Oh, don't call yourself that. Don't call yourself that, Gemma. I hear you. If it's not your normal way of being, it does change you up, right? Sometimes you just don't want to be around anyone. You don't want to hear them. You don't want to see them. You don't want to smell them. I get it. Totally get it. So because you have not had a monthly for 3 months, it sounds as though that you are in perimenopause. Again, Gemma, I can share the list of the perimenopause and menopause symptoms. I'm happy to share that. So please feel free to reach out to me and I can get that sent over to you today. Thank you, Lady J, for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gifts, Gemma. Body ache after menopause. Hashmi, welcome. Yeah, your body does start aching. Your body absolutely does start aching. I will say to you that did we talk about bones and menopause? We're talking about muscle and menopause and bones and menopause. What happens is your estrogen level and your progesterone levels and testosterone as well, because testosterone plays a part, particularly when it comes to your skin. It plays a part as well. So these start declining. They start fluctuating and start declining, and you will see the difference in your body, and your body will start aching. What I will say to you, please remember, our body needs to move. Our body doesn't appreciate when we are still for long periods of time. So move. If you're working at a desk in the office, after maybe an hour or so, get up and just go for a walk to the toilet or walk down the corridor and back again. Your body will appreciate it. Okay? Movement is so important during this stage of life. I mean, it's important generally anyway, but even more so during menopause. Okay, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the roses. Can menopause start at 40 years old? Absolutely, Select. It can start. So we have it generally, if you look up menopause, and in the UK, it's the general age is around 51, but we know it can happen before that. I was 42 when my perimenopause started. There were women in the community that they're in their late 30s. Remember, if you have any surgery around things like fibroids, endometriosis, if you have had any surgical procedures, if you've unfortunately have experiencing cancer, these things can medically induce your menopause. So yeah, the answer is yes, you can start at 40. You can start younger than 40, even though it's generally the age of 51. Gull, welcome. How does perimenopause start? What symptoms? Okay, so like I said before, erratic periods. Your periods become erratic. Anyhow, if they're not the norm, if that is not norm to you, that is what I class as erratic. And then you may start experiencing things like the common symptoms are going to be mood swings, hot flushes, night sweats, and then brain fog can kick in. Now, it can happen anyway. It doesn't happen in that specific order. Some women have said that they experience something completely different. I have got a list of symptoms, perimenopause and menopause symptoms, Gull, and I'm happy to share it with you. Just reach out to me afterwards and I can send it over to you today. Hi, Taffy, how are you? Body ache, yep, you can. The body can ache, but what I found is that my body aches less now that I'm more active. So if I'm not working, as in physically leaving the house and working that day, I will get up in the morning and go for a 2-hour walk. That's how I start my day. If it's not a 2-hour walk, I'll go to the gym. If I'm not going to the gym, because the gym is not for everyone, if I'm not going to the gym, I will work out at home. And if that means stepping up and down on the steps and stretching, doing stretches, that's what I'll do. I'll get my body moving. And I have found that I am aching a lot less now than I used to be. I was told that I have arthritis in both my shoulders because I used to get a lot of pain. And touch wood, since I've changed my diet and I'm a lot more mindful about what I eat, how I eat, and I'm moving a lot more, I don't have any pain in my shoulders. It's gone. Gizmo, hi. Yeah, sometimes, unfortunately, you do get great GPs out there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bad-mouthing GPs today at all. I don't want you to think I'm doing that. But unfortunately, GPs only have 1 hour of menopause training. An hour. That's not a long time. Absolutely not a long time. This is why I'm saying go armed with the information. And your GP may think, whoa, I didn't know that. Well, I don't expect you to know it because maybe you've only had a small amount of time around the menopause. But this is what we found out. This is what I've researched. Go and do your research with things like the NHS, the British Menopause Society. There are reliable sources out there for menopause. Okay. Hi. One Boss, how are you? Welcome. This morning we are trialing our second menopause drop-in. Is the menopause drop-in a useful thing? I know someone has said it already. Is it useful? Let me know. Shall we be doing this on a regular basis? This is a safe space to be heard, understood, to come and connect with like-minded people, just to ask questions, and we share information in here. This is what we do. Lynn Scott. Okay, let me say accept. Hi, Lynn. Oh, she's gone. Okay. Yeah, and if you want to come up and speak, and then feel free. Just send me a message and I can do that. Hi, Gemma. I've lost my trail now. I've just messaged. Okay, I've done that. Yeah, so if you've got any questions, we are trialing our second trial of our menopause drop-in. Is this going to be something that is on a regular basis? Is it going to be helpful to you? Even if we just come here and connect with each other? Yeah, let's see. Let me know your thoughts. If you want to reach out to me, if you're on the For You page and you don't want to come into the community, that's fine. Please feel free to reach out to me afterwards. You can DM me or go onto the page and click on the email link. It will open up an email to the Menopause Wellness Community email address, and I will get I will get your message, and I can respond back to you. Girl, you've asked, can you still get pregnant whilst in perimenopause? Absolutely. There are so many menopause babies out there. Absolutely, you can get pregnant. Yeah, one of our community ambassadors, we have community ambassadors in the community, and she has a menopause baby, 6 months old. But yeah, you can. I've heard so many women have fallen pregnant during perimenopause. Mine is included and I'm struggling. One boss, I'm sorry to hear that. I can send you over some information. Herbs and spices, supplements, foods that are going to be useful during the menopause. Yeah, just have a look at it. If you think that it's not going to be for you, that's fine. The information is there. Hi, Tara. Taffy. Hi, Taffy. Until this summer, the blood result showed I was. Can menopause cause migraines? Yes, migraines. Yes, they can. Migraines is on the list. I've got the list right here. Migraines is on there. Again, Taffy, what I would say to you, if you're concerned about your migraines, okay, if they are really becoming more intense, again, go back and speak to your GP. We had a lady in the menopause community that had headaches every day from morning until evening for 2 months. And I urged her to go and see the GP. And she went and saw her GP, and she's been sent for a scan. Why do we think that 2 months of a headache is normal? It's not normal. This is why our body is telling us. So, yeah, we need to be in tune with our body. But menopause is on the list, yes. It's not one of the common symptoms, but it absolutely can be on the list. Always and forever. Welcome, welcome. The Lion's Mane. What brand is it, please? Oh my goodness. You're asking me a really difficult question here. I'm going to look it up on this laptop and I'll find it. The Lion's Mane. It's the Lion's Mane tea. I got it from H&B. Lion's Mane. Let me see. Tea. And I'm going to check for you. So I don't want to give you the wrong one. But do you know what? I'll be honest with you. It was so overwhelming trying to find the best one, because there's so many forms of lion's mane. You've got powder, you've got tea bags, you've got latte, you've got capsules, you've got tablets. There's so many. The reason why I chose that tea is because it came up green on my Yuka app. That's the reason why it came up green on my Yuka app. The Yuka app is my best friend. I scan everything, and if it don't come up green, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm gonna tell you, lion's mane. I'm just putting it in here so I can get it for you. Lion's mane tea. Here we go. It is the Cheerful Buddha one. Cheerful Buddha. That's the one I use. Yeah, Cheerful Buddha. Thank you for the follow. Much more. Welcome, welcome. Never trust any kind of government service. Well, you know what? I know we shouldn't think that way, but sometimes as I said, you know your body. If your GP is fobbing you off, go and get a second opinion. Absolutely go and get a second opinion, right? Because otherwise you walk away from your GP and you start thinking to yourself, am I going insane? Am I thinking these things? My GP is saying no. I feel it is, but I'm being told no. Go and get a second opinion. Yeah, I hear you. And this is the thing, right? When we have been given medication and things like that, sometimes I feel that sometimes that, some a GP's not for us. If we were all healthy, think about it this way. If we were all healthy, there would be no need for GPs. There would be no need for the NHS if we were all healthy people. Hi Alfie. Can you send me the list, please? Absolutely, I can send you the list. Just DM me or send me an email and I will send it over to you today. I will ask you, remind me which list you would like though, because otherwise I don't want to overwhelm you with all the information. Please remind me which list you would like and I'll get it sent over to you today. Did you know that? Who's this? Gizmo, welcome. Estrogen is low, tingling in legs and so much. Yes, and do you know tingling feet, tingling hands is on the list of the perimenopause and menopause. And again, go and seek advice from your GP because it may be something else, but it is on the list. It's not a common symptom, but it's definitely on the list. Gizmo, I'll send the list over to you. Please just reach out to me. All this time I'm saying to you, I'll send the list. By the time I finish here, I'm not going to remember who I said I send the list to. So you got to reach out to me and I'll send it over to you. And that is a promise. I will send it over to you today. One boss. Mine is on my... Okay. I don't know what you're talking about for that. Which one? Advice on the anxiety. Hi, Amy. How are you? Okay. So with anxiety, I would say that you have to identify something that is going to work for you in terms of when you're what is making you anxious. Does it feel more overwhelming more times than, when certain things are happening? And this is why I say go back to tracking your menopause symptoms, because anxiety is on the list, along with depression, along with paranoia is on the list. But if you feel that it's becoming worse, identify, if you can, why is it? Is there certain times that I feel anxious? What is making you anxious? Yeah. Is walking gonna help? Is doing activities help? Everyone's gonna be different. Do you know what I would say, Amy? Self-care. Absolutely self-care. And obviously, I'm going to say it, I've got a list. I've got a list of self-care things that you can be doing. So please reach out to me. I can send that over to you. I would absolutely say that. Have a look at the list. And if you think, Jackie, I'm not interested in any of those. But yeah, and try and identify what makes you more anxious. What brings on the anxiety? Is it something specific? Is it something that happens during the day that brings it on? This is why I'm saying track your journey. As a clinician, not GP, please do question the challenge us. We are working. Yeah, no, MC, you are absolutely correct. And this is what I encourage everyone. Like MC, I'm going to pin this up because this is so important, right? So important. If our GP, our consultants are saying, you've got to take this, I want you to do this, and I want you to do this for the next 4 weeks. Why are we doing, okay, I'll do it. Why do we need to do it? What are the benefits? Are there any risks? Are there any risks to me? We've got to challenge. And just because we challenge, it doesn't mean we are going to be rude. It doesn't mean we're being disrespectful. We are challenging because we want to be more armed with information. That's what it is. Okay? If someone comes into your home or someone, comes into your home and saying, oh, your leather sofa is blue and it's green, what are you going to say to them? Yeah, it is blue. No, challenge them. This is what we need to do. It is fine to challenge. Be a better advocate for yourself. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Welcome to our trial menopause drop-in. This is what we're doing today, this morning. We're going to be here until 2 o'clock doing a trial drop-in. This is our second trial drop-in. Last week's trial went really well. Today it seems like it's, it's building up momentum. Fantastic. Shall we be doing this on a regular basis? Is this a place where this menopause wellness community is a safe space to be heard, understood, ask questions, connect with like-minded people, share your experiences also? It may be that your experience empowers someone else. Oh, I didn't think about that. That might be something that I may start doing. This is what we're in it together. In it together. I'm going back to the comments now because I've just gone. If I've missed any questions. Okay, so if you've got any questions, please pop it in the comments. If you want to come up and chat, let me know. I will bring you up and have a chat. If you want to prefer to ask a question, then feel free. Let me know and I'll bring you up. Let me see. I see. Jones Glow. Hi. You probably said good morning a long time ago, didn't you? We said, yep, we said that. There's also menopause charity, ladies. Yep, absolutely menopause chat. There is also charities out there. I have got a few charities in this book, actually. There's a charity in this book. Yeah, you're right. There's charities out. Do your research. Do your research in your local area. Put it into the internet search and just put menopause charities in your area. It will come up with all the information. Absolutely come up with all the information. Yes, definitely. There's a lot of information out there. Ask them what in any. Okay. GP only give out pills, not interested in health. And this is the thing. If you feel your GP is not for you, is not about your health and well-being, go to another GP. Yeah. We do not have to be loyal to our GPs. If we feel we're being fobbed off by our GPs or silenced by our GPs, go elsewhere. Absolutely can go elsewhere. You have the right to go elsewhere. Yeah, you're right. Size doesn't fit all. One size does not fit all. Okay, now we can be so many women navigating through our journey, right? Or we're about to embark on our journey. And one thing, this lion's mane that helps me with my brain fog, it may not help somebody else who I suggest it to, but you don't know if it's going to help you until you try it. Remember, give you an example. I tried magnesium powder. It gave me an excruciating headache within an hour of taking it. So now I'm trialing magnesium capsules. So sometimes we've just got to run with it and try something, another form of it maybe, before we kind of throw in the towel of it on it. Joan, hi, how are you? Giving up wine was a game changer. Oh, do you know what? Well done to you. Well done. I'm going to give you a You're giving up wine. And this is the thing, we don't realize that wine, caffeine, those sort of things, game changer. You know what? When we look at life itself, and if we're wanting to be a lot more healthier, and all these things that are happening during the menopause, remember 80% is our diet, what we eat or what we choose to eat, and 20% is movement. I'm going to start using the term movement rather than exercise. Movement, 20%. That's a small percentage over the 80%. So we need to look at what we are eating. And I always encourage, if you haven't done one already, maybe consider carrying out a food diary. Over the next 7 days, or when you're ready, over a 7-day period, jot down everything that you have consumed, from liquids to solids. Jot down everything. If you've had a little piece of cake, pop it down. And then after the 7 days, then what you can do is just have a look at that information. And then you may identify some trends. Absolutely may start identifying some trends, because a lot of the time, because we're so busy with life, work, running a household, raising a family, we don't stop to look sometimes and recognize what we're trying to fuel our body with to get us through the day. So have a look at that, maybe consider it. Us ladies helping others go through menopause have more information than most. Yeah, you're right, menopause chap. You are absolutely right. Remember, as I said earlier on, GPs generally only have 1 hour, unless they're specialized in menopause, they generally only have 1 hour of menopause training. That is not a lot of time. In consideration to how long do we go through the menopause? It's not an hour. It's not 1 day. It's not a week. It can be for the rest of our lives once we start embarking on it. Yeah. Mandy Louise, welcome. Dryness is so bad. Red war, none of the doctors' creams and pessaries don't help. Is that on your skin? Downstairs? I hear you and I understand. We hear you in the community. Absolutely hear you. There are going to be, so you've tried pessaries, they don't help. Again, I'm going to say it out to my big avocado. Avocados, they have helped with dryness and itching. Totally gone completely. Absolutely gone, vanished. After 28 days of eating half an avocado. I was consistent in eating it every day though. And now I notice that if I don't have an avocado for about 3 days, the itching tries to creep back in. So avocado is every day. I just went and stocked up this morning. Every day I'm eating that. Whether it's a snack, whether it's with my dinner. I don't care if it don't even go with my dinner. I'm eating it. Yeah. So maybe you can try that if you haven't tried already. And if you're not a big fan of eating avocados, not everyone is, mash it up and put it on your skin. Samantha, one of our community ambassadors, she does not like avocados to eat them. What she has been doing for the last few weeks is mashing it up and put it on her skin and using it as a facial or a body wash. And she said yesterday she's noticed the reduction in her itching. You notice that because avocados are good for the skin. Remember, with our skin, we did have menopause and skin on as a live last week. And because of your estrogen levels, your progesterone, I have to say it slowly, progesterone, and your testosterone, because progesterone and testosterone are the main factors for your oil for your skin. So as they're declining, the skin can become dry. But there's going to be ways that you can replace that. Okay, so think about what you're going to use. Mandy, I'm happy to send you the list of things that you can have a look over. You may find it useful, you may not, but we don't know until I send it to you. So reach out to me and I can send it over to you. What can you help anxiety? I feel uneasy all day. Amy, I can send you the list of self-care activities. And like I mentioned earlier on about what is making you feel anxious, is there anything specific that makes you feel anxious? And is there anything in addition to that is making it feel worse than it is? Because sometimes, you know what, as well, it comes up so many times and it's been come up in the last few lives. Stress management. Stress is not a good thing. Okay. Don't get me wrong, sometimes stress can make us perform a lot better than we normally do, but overall our stresses, we need to look at what's stressing us. What's causing stress? Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it what's going on in life? And sometimes we have to remove those stresses as much as we can, because sometimes you cannot remove stresses, so you have to decide to walk away from them, right? Hi Millie, welcome. Good morning. This morning we are having a second trial of our menopause drop-in. Georgina, welcome. I've just been told that I'm perimenopausal because I take. Okay, yeah, and it's best to, Georgina, as long as your GP is knowing, that there's going to be a reason for that. Yeah, I came across that the other day, actually, that your medication. And I looked that up the other day because there was another lady in the community that said that she's on that as well. Yeah. So this is why I always say, if you are on any medication or you have any health conditions, then you may need to go and speak. I would advise you to go and speak to your GP before you start taking anything else, because what you wouldn't want to do is take something that is going to impact on that medication. Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, Jackie. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate you. If you are not part of the Menopause Wellness community and you'd like to be, and you're thinking, how do I become part of the community? All you have to do is follow. We generally meet up, and scheduled lives are Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. British Summer Time. Jones Glow. Okay, good luck with the scan. Good luck with the scan. Nabs, thank you for the follow. Millie, welcome. I'm taking herbs. It helps me lose weight, sleep, and fantastic. Well, it's always good to hear things like that. I'm so happy you found something that works for you. And no doubt that it wasn't overnight. I'm sure that you was consistent in trying to find what works for you. You will absolutely find something that works for you. We don't know what's going to work until we try, right? User 3718, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Wong. Denise Reynolds, welcome. Blessings to you. Amy, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the roses, Denise. It's so nice when I see you talking to each other. It's fantastic. I'll keep out of those conversations. But yeah, go ahead and talk to each other. Nubian Queen, welcome. My gums have changed. Yeah, your gum. We talked about menopause and oral health. Your gums do. Your gums you can start bleeding, inflammation, you can get bad breath. Lots of things can happen because of the hormones, the declining hormones. Nubian Queen, we had menopause and oral health. Menopause and teeth? Yeah, and that's when we spoke about it. Any of the lives that you've missed, please feel free to go and check them out on our YouTube channel. I've uploaded all the lives. All the lives get uploaded afterwards. I didn't upload. I need to upload yesterday's. But all our lives get uploaded within the next 24 hours. And you can go and catch them up on the YouTube channel. The only lives I cannot put on the YouTube channel is any music lives we have. When we have our music dance and laughter night or karaoke nights. But yeah, Nubian Queen, you might want to go and check that one out. And I can send you over information if you wish. So just feel free to reach out. It would definitely be worth having the drop in. Oh, yeah, I hear you. It's more so that I'm going to go towards that, having a regular drop in. I would like it every week, as long as I'm not working. It's when I'm at home, I can do it. But if I'm out training, then I'm not going to be able to do it during the day, but as many times as possible. But I will keep you posted. Hi Ali, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. It's a cycle of life. Absolutely, Millie. You know what? Every woman will navigate through the menopause. Some will navigate it differently from others. I have friends that have said to me, Jackie, I've not experienced any menopause symptoms. And I feel that they've probably experienced things, but they've not associated it with the menopause. And it's not been this level. It's been quite a low level. So they've been able to navigate it through smoothly, a lot more smoothly than I am navigating through it. Daisy Pearl, hi, how are you? Welcome. If you're a newbie, let me know. Pop it in the chat if you're new to the community. If you want to be part of the community, welcome. All you have to do is follow. Thank you very much, Daisy Pearl. Do you know what? When I put my heart into things, I go all in. And you can sometimes hear me when I'm talking. You can hear how passionate I am about. But you know what? I would urge you to start thinking about, how can I navigate through my journey a lot better than I am navigating through it? because I don't want this menopause to break you. It's not going to break me. And I feel that we have to be also mindful, as well as our self-care, as well as what we're choosing to eat, as well as how much movement we are taking part during the day. We need to be mindful of everything, because it's bit of this, bit of that, bit of this. Remember, 80% diet, 20% movement. We have to step up our self-care. All right. Give ourselves compassion, grace. Be kind to yourself. Absolutely be kind to yourself. Just speaking with a lady at the gym, she shared how awful dismissed she was. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Daisy Pearl. Let her know I'm sorry to hear that. I hear her and I understand, because I went through the same thing. And this is why I got educated and became a menopause wellness practitioner and a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner, because my GP fobbed me off. And the third time I went, the blood test that I got given was showed that I wasn't navigating through the menopause, but I absolutely was. So I just came away and I just thought, I can't be bothered. I'm going to go it alone. And it can feel a lonely journey. And this is why, one of the reasons why I set up the Menopause Wellness community, because it doesn't have to be lonely. It doesn't have to feel lonely. We are all in this community supporting each other. Sonia, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Thank you for the shares. Oh, I love that you're talking to each other. Oh, fantastic. I'm going to pin that up, Menopause Chat. I might be like five years later behind. I don't know when you said that, but the Menopause Charity website has a tracker, ladies. So the Menopause Tracker, go and visit. Menopause Chat, thank you very much for sharing that. See, we can impart our knowledge on here. The Menopause Charity website has a tracker. Menopause Chat, can you pop the charity website address in the chat for us, please, so I can pin it up? Fantastic. You see, we don't stop learning, do we? We don't ever stop learning. No matter how much we know, we don't ever stop learning. And it's fantastic that we're sharing information with each other. Okay, let me just see what others. One, this pins down. Violet, where is my email address? So Violet, if you go onto the community page, at the top of the page, you will see the email. Says email. There's a link there. Just click on it. I'll pop the email in this chat as well, actually. What I'll do is pop it in the comments. This is the email address for the menopause wellness community at gmail.com. Okay, so the email for the Menopause Wellness Community is menopausewellnesscommunity@gmail.com. I will pop that up when I come to it. But yes, no, thank you very much for that, Menopause Chat. It's so good to impart knowledge on each other. Absolutely. Okay, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the shares. Welcome, everyone. This is our second menopause drop-in. I'm gonna make a decision to whether to have these drop-ins on a weekly basis. They're not necessarily going to be on the same day, but they will be for 3-hour period. Thank you very much, Vicky. Thank you for the heart me. Loving me. Welcome, welcome. I started taking magnesium and seems to have improved the quality of my sleep. Fantastic. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Which one are you taking? Is it powder? Is it the capsules? Yeah, do let us know which one it is. That's fantastic news. Cutting sugar. Daisy Pearl, cutting sugar has been transformative for me and mind you. Oh, Daisy Pearl. Sugar. I'm telling you, refined sugar. This is what we need to try and be strong to cut out this out of our diet, because refined sugar is not good. It is absolutely not good. So try and swap it out for things. And do you know what? When I cut out sugar out of my diet, I just stopped just like that. Just stopped. But I'm a hardcore girly, me. I'm hardcore. I go in hard. Yeah. If it's not for you, just take your time and do it in your own time. But try and cut it out. So if you have 2 sugars in your tea or coffee, maybe have 1.5. Just do it less and less. Manage as much as you can. Yeah, but that's fantastic news. And you've noticed the difference on this. We had a talk on, Daisy, we had Dr. Barbara in on a live one evening as a guest speaker, and we spoke about endometriosis, PCOS, and fibroids. And you can go and catch up the live on the YouTube on our YouTube channel. I'm going to invite her back on again into the community, so she can talk, because she is specialized in women's health, and you should go and give her a follow. Actually, Dr. Barbara, she's fantastic. I repost a lot of her things as well. And she has drop in as well where she answers questions around Dr. Barbara, that is. What is your email address? I've put that up. I'm going to see when I come to it, I'm going to pin it up. So the email address is menopause wellness community, all one word, at gmail.com. When I get to it, I'll pin it up. Sonia, cashiers are, I believe they are on the list of nuts, actually. They are very fatty as well. They can be very fatty. I eat cashew nuts, unsalted cashews. But yeah, I believe they are on the list of nuts. We have got lists of nuts as well. We've got lists on lists in the community. Biggest Genius. Welcome, welcome. Where do I get the book from, please? Oh, the book, this one? The book is on, it's in paperback at the moment. You can get it on Amazon. Okay. So that you can get on Amazon. I was supposed to have put it in an ebook form, but I haven't got around to it yet. But it will be available in ebook as an ebook soon. But it's only paperback at the moment. But you can get it on Amazon at the moment. When you come to, anyone's coming to the face-to-face event in January, there will be books there to purchase as well if you would like a book. But we're having a face-to-face event in January. Shell, welcome. I'm drinking a lot more, as I know I will get always 3 hours straight until the symptoms kick in. Drinking a lot more water. Is that water you're drinking a lot more of? I'm just assuming here. If that's water, that's fantastic. We have to stay hydrated. Really need to stay hydrated. Catherine's. Is that Catherine's? I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Welcome. Thank you for this space. If I had a hysterectomy, how do you know when in menopause? Okay, so you've had a hysterectomy, or if you had. So after the hysterectomy, whether it's a full hysterectomy or a partial hysterectomy, this will trigger your menopause symptoms. So I'm hoping that if you've had it already, it went well. If you haven't had it, that your consultants have told you this. Because many women always come to me and say, why are these symptoms happening? I've had a hysterectomy. Why are these symptoms happening? Because that surgical procedure will trigger your menopause symptoms. Yeah, that's what that will do. And as much as you emotionally cannot prepare for it, you can prepare for it emotionally, actually. But the more informed you are, the better it will be for you. Okay, because then instead of getting hit railroad into these symptoms, yeah, cashew nuts are okay. Vertigo is on the list. Nubian Queen, Vertigo is on the list. We have a list here. I am happy to send it over to you. I'm happy to read it out as well if anyone wants me to read it out. Menopause chat, because menopause has always been classed as an old age thing. The more we talk about it. Absolutely, menopause chat. You're right. And this is why we are going to be here talking about it. We are going to be, do you not see? We are hot, wise, and unapologetic. That's what we are. We're going to stop being apologetic for everything we're going through. We're not going to do it anymore. We're going to talk about it a bit more. We're going to be open and honest about, rather than when your manager say, "Oh, are you okay?" and you turn around and say, "Yeah, I'm okay." No, I'm not okay. Actually, this brain fog is impacting on me completing my tasks for the day. How can you support me to manage through this? This is what we need to be saying. Let's stop downplaying our symptoms. Let's stop downplaying what we are actually feeling. Okay? We need to be kind to ourselves. Is it Ping Shang? Ping Shang. Listen, we got some creative names here. Thank you for the roses, Ambler. Thank you very much. I have to go. Okay, thank you. What time do you? I'm not here every day. I'm not here every day. I'm only here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. British summertime. Those are our scheduled lives. Today is a trial menopause drop-in. So if I decide to continue with them, they're going to be starting either at 9 a.m. in the morning or 11 a.m., depending on what's happening in my diary. But they will be for 3 hours long. But connect with us. If you follow, I will post everything up in the page and let you know what's happening. Keep you informed. But thank you for stopping by. Okay, so Sandra, welcome. New studies have showed that HRT has new research. There's always going to be studies. This is why it's so important to keep up to date with information, right? HRT, hormone replacement therapy. There's a lot of studies out there, a lot of information. HRT is not for everyone. You don't know if HRT is going to be for you until you try it, right? I just wasn't drawn to HRT because of the risk factors to the heart. And I personally wasn't prepared to take the risk on my heart. So that's why I didn't take it. That didn't come out right. Brain fog. I'm going to have to go. Okay. All right. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Welcome you back into the community soon. There is a lot of comments here. A lot of comments. If I've ever missed your comments, I do go back afterwards over the comments. And if I can, I will send you a message and answer your questions. If I've missed your comment, there are a lot of things going on. Getting ready to email your name. Oh, Jackie, it's Jackie. My name's Jackie. But you call me what you like. My name's Jackie. Bioidentical is plant-based. It mirrors our natural. All right. Thank you, Menopause. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of the body is bioidentical, body identical. They call it. Yeah, I'm just one of those people that anything made in a lab is not natural. Can't be natural. How is it natural? That's me. That's how I think. It's been made, man-made. What is in it? Hi, Jackie. I've never used HRT. I used high-strength vitamin D3, vitamin K. And if it works for you, Jackie, fantastic. Absolutely. So we have to find what works for us. Absolutely have to find what works for us. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the reposts, everyone. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. We are having a second trial of the menopause drop-in. You are welcome, Gemma. I'm 7 years post-menopause, but still have brain fog and fatigue. Hi, Jackie. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the roses, Ambler. Yeah, we can still have in post-menopause. 7 years post-menopause. And is there anything you've tried? Have you gone to speak to your GP? I can send you a list, Jackie, of some things that may be beneficial to you. Happy to share the list with you. Reach out to me and I can send it over to you. If not, you can pop it, send an email over to me. The email is in the link on the community page. God baby girl, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Is magnesium complex good to take? Okay, so magnesium is beneficial. Remember, do your research. There's so many different types of magnesium out there. Do your research, I would say. We don't know what is going to be beneficial for us until we actually start trying it. And I know someone said yesterday, Jackie, I'm fed up of trying things. It costs a lot of money. Yeah, I hear you. We don't know if it's going to work until we try. I tried magnesium powder form and it wasn't great for me. So now I'm trying the magnesium capsules. So yeah, do some research, try it, be consistent with your trying and see if it works for you. Track if it's working. The moment you start taking this new thing, track how is it going. If you start getting headaches, if you start getting symptoms that weren't there before, make a note of it. So you can have a better overview of when you finish trialing it, how well did it work for you? Yeah. How do I get the book? Okay, I've messaged that, answered that. Book. The book is on Amazon. Our book, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic, is on Amazon. Rebecca. Is it Rebecca? Welcome. Is it any surgery? What about for a broken bone? No, this is a menopause surgery. Menopause drop-in. What surgery? Oh, right. I see what you mean. Sorry, I'm back in the room. I am back in the room. I see what you're asking me now, Rebecca. No, it is going to be more so. It's not like for a broken bone or anything. It's going to be more so surgeries around the womb. Like it may be a surgical procedure for fibroids, endometriosis, any like cancer. So chemotherapy can trigger it, and radiotherapy can trigger it also, can trigger your symptoms also. So that's why we call surgically induced menopause. Yeah, so it's not for broken bone. I caught up. There's so many comments here. I'm catching up. Thank you for the follows. Molly, Molly Malone. Welcome. I am 50 on Saturday. Happy birthday for Saturday. Give you a round of applause. No period for the last 2 months. Is it normal? Okay, so Molly Malone, I will say to you, if you haven't had a period for the last 2 months, it is not normal for you. So if this is not normal, then this is what we call erratic. Okay, so it sounds as though you are now navigating through your perimenopause. So if you normally have your periods every single month, and now it's every you haven't had it for the last 2 months, it's erratic for you. Perimenopause. Okay, and perimenopause can last, when you research, it says about 4 to 7 years. It will be different for everyone. My perimenopause lasted 10 years. There's ladies in here that are lasting on their 12th year or their 15th year of perimenopause. It's different for everyone. So yeah, it sounds like you are. And do you know what? In the UK, the age of perimenopause is 51, generally about 51. Can happen sooner, but about 51, that's the general age in the UK. But welcome to the community, Molly Malone. Okay, let me see. I'm so happy you're speaking to each other. I can ignore those comments when you're speaking to each other. Happy Susie, welcome. I started, they go, say go by your mum's age. Okay. Happy Susie. So you're post-menopause. I was 51 when I started. They say go by your mum's age. My mum was 50. Okay. Let's not even think about that, because this is where we sometimes think that because our mum started it at this age and this is what they experienced, that's the way no, it doesn't work that way. Just because our mum started at a certain age or our grandmother started at a certain age, and because they maybe didn't have many symptoms, it doesn't mean that's what we're going to experience. My mother didn't experience many. She says she doesn't remember any symptoms. Okay, she was a very much a herbal lady anyway. She was always having different herbal things going on anyway. She would go through the Back to Eden book. Okay, she had very little or no symptoms. I have had a lot of things. So it doesn't mean that we can't take that on there. It can't. I remember going to my GP and saying to my GP, oh, my grandmother started her menopause very young, in her early 30s. He said, no, it doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any difference because your grandmother started in her early 30s. I started at 42. So yeah. I'm always got cold sweats. For Zana, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your correct. Cold sweats. Yeah, chills is on our list. Chills is on our list of perimenopause and menopause symptoms. I can send that over to you. Being active has definitely worked for me. Danny, welcome, welcome. You notice the difference, right? Gotta give you a cheer. We need to be active. We have to step up this game. Movement, so important. So important. And you know what? Sometimes we say, oh, I don't have the time to. We have to find the time. We absolutely have to find the time. This morning I got up. I woke up about 5:30. I was out walking by 6:30. I went for a 2-hour walk. We can't keep making excuses. We have to find the time. Our bodies will appreciate it that we are moving. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Toya. Thank you for the follow. Best thing for terrible anxiety and depression. Lizzie H, welcome to the menopause drop-in. I cannot turn around and say this is going to be the best thing for it, because that may work for you, may work for one person, may not work for someone else. But what I will say to you is try and identify what is making you anxious. What is there any triggers around your anxiety, around your depression? Anxiety and depression is on the list of perimenopause and menopause symptoms. I can send that out to you. What I will say to you is track your journey and identify what is working, what is triggering that. Is it people? Is it places? Is it things that you're doing? Okay. And if it is places and people, then we have to think about, can you remove yourself from these people? Can you remove yourself from these places? So it is one of those things that we have to track and try and track what is the cause of the main cause of your anxiety and your depression. Yes, it's a symptom of perimenopause and menopause, but is it being exasperated? There are going to be herbs and spices. There's going to be supplements out there as well. Lizzie H, I'm happy to share these lists with you. All you need to do is reach out or email me, DM me or email me, and I'll get those lists sent over to you today. What tests can we do for perimenopause? Now, Rebec, there are certain blood tests. You'll need to go and speak to your GP on what blood test. I'm just going to check blood tests, and because these come up, I'm going to do a live on blood tests. Blood tests for because there's not, it doesn't tell you. It's I'm going to see here. There are certain blood tests and they will check your markers if they're high or low. So the blood tests, they're hormonal blood tests, and they work by measuring your hormone levels. That's what they do. So if the GPs will have a marker, let's say it's a 30. It's not though, but let's say 30. And if your hormone levels are lower than, then yes, it indicating that you are menopausal. If it's higher than, then it's not. Does that make sense? So there's different blood tests. And when we go to our GPs, it's really important to ask the question, what blood tests are available? Ask them that. And what are the blood tests going to show? Yeah, we need to ask these questions. I cannot remember which blood test I took. It was measuring my hormones, but I cannot remember the specific name for this blood test. But when it came back, depending on what time of the day you go and take the give your bloods, it's not always reliable, unfortunately. Not always reliable, because it came back and indicated that I wasn't hormonal when I was absolutely hormonal. Yeah, some GPs are not helpful. Remember, GPs only have 1 hour. I'm not excusing them. They only have 1 hour of menopause training. 1 hour is not a long time. Yeah, happy Susie. Hi, Claire. How are you? It's going to be different. And if you are having heavy periods are not normal. Okay, they are not normal. I think be amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Ask the right questions. Yeah, we need to ask the right questions. What is the blood test for? What is it going to indicate? How does it work? And at least when the GP gives you the name of the blood test you're having and how it works, you can go and do some more research on top of that. Okay, and even after that, so you can check that, okay, what is normal? And even when sometimes they have these markers, I've heard Dr. Barbara mentioned it. The marker, the normal marker is this, but GPs go below it or above it. So again, ask your GP, what is their marker? Okay. We need to ask these questions. We need to ask. And it is not being rude to your GP. Remember, we can challenge in a positive way. We need to know these things. Absolutely need to know these things. Welcome everyone to the second trial of the menopause drop-in. We are here until 2:00. And we are trialing a second menopause drop-in. It appears that we are going to continue with these menopause drop-ins. They will stop being a trial and be a regular feature. I cannot commit to a specific day though, so we're going to have to just check on our page which days they're going to be, but I will book them in advance so you know what days they will be. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the share, the repost. I appreciate you. So if you're not a part of the menopause wellness community, then if you would like to be, just all you need to do is just follow how to get rid of stomach bloat. Lizzie H. So bloating of the stomach is quite common, isn't it, for many women experiencing that. How I got rid of my bloating. I changed my diet. Cut out the sugar. I don't have no sugar in my diet. I don't eat chocolates. I don't eat crisps. I don't eat sweets. And even the other day when I was out doing medic work, because I was covering, doing event medic, I grabbed a Kit Kat for the first time in 3-4 months. And I ate it and I didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy it at all. So this is why I was saying all the time in the community, when I have chocolate again, I'm going to enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it at all. So that's what made my stomach stop bloating. I changed my diet. And I've increased my my activity in terms of movement. I've increased it. So that's what helped me with my bloating. Anyone else has got any suggestions around bloating? There are things that we can be looking at as well. But remember, our diet, what we eat, what we choose to eat, has a serious impact on how our body feels. It really does. This is why sometimes in the evening, when you've had your evening meal and you feel tired afterwards, carbs will make you feel tired. There's certain foods that are going to make you feel tired, make you feel bloated. There was once where I cut out gluten for a long time out of my diet. That changed. That was a game changer as well. I eat gluten now, but yeah, I did cut out gluten for a little while, and that was a game changer to my bloating as well. Please do this on a regular basis. Okay, Violet, thank you. I will definitely will. What do you recommend for anxiety and difficulty staying asleep? Ines, welcome. I've mentioned anxiety. I don't know how long you've been on the chat. I've mentioned anxiety along with depression as well. Track about what is causing it. Is there a trigger to it? You can go and see your GP. let them know that you feel it is the menopause that is doing this to you, if you are navigating the menopause. Okay. Self-care is going to help with anxiety and depression. Absolutely. I've got a list of self-care activities that you can, I'm happy to share with you. I will send it over to you. Just reach out to me. We need to step up on our self-care. We need to do we need to patrol our stress management. Stress management is so important. Who is stressing us? What is stressing us? Do we need to remove ourselves from these stressors? That's what we need to be asking ourselves. Because I'm telling you now, if someone in my life is stressing me, do you know what I'm going to say? Goodbye. Because you ain't good for my life. You are not good for me right now. And I don't need you in my life. Okay, so I'm going to walk away. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. And with sleeping as well, there are things that you can, that may be beneficial on the list of foods and herbs and spices and supplements for sleep. I know things like, because night sweats really keep you awake, right? I'm getting them at the moment, and I feel I need to go back and start taking black coash again. Black coash is good for night sweats, and you can get a better sleep as well. We need to be mindful about what we're doing to the lead up of our sleep as well. There's research out there that shows not, being on a laptop, having our phones on an hour before bedtime is going to be of benefit. There is research out there that shows that. So just think about what we're doing before. It's like having a whole overall of what we're doing. Okay. What use for postmenopause fatigue, please? Jackie, I can again send you some information. Again, fatigue. There's going to be things like, do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest. I have found, me personally, I have found that I've been able to embrace my menopause journey a lot better because I have changed my lifestyle and changed what I eat or how I eat, and exercising, more movement. It's changed. It's been a game changer. Absolutely been a game changer. I don't feel fatigue anymore because of what I'm eating, how I'm eating, and the more movement I'm doing. Okay. Now you may think that, oh, I don't have time to do this. Do you know what? We have to make the time. Making the time is part of self-care. Absolutely, making the time is part of self-care. And if we're not stepping up on our self-care, then what are we doing? Thank you, Wong. Thank you. Sonia, what magnesium is best for menopause? There are so many different types of magnesium. Let me, because there's different magnesiums for different things. There's magnesium citrate, there's magnesium sulfate, there's magnesium oxidate, there's lots. And there's things going to be different things for different magnesium for different things. I believe it's the magnesium glycinate that is going to be beneficial for sleep. But ladies, please do your research. This information is so much. Please do your research. Research magnesium and the types of magnesium that are going to be useful for sleep. I believe the one I've got downstairs is, the magnesium glycinate. That's the 3-in-1, the geek one. That's the one I've got. But do your due diligence. This is what I would say to you. Encourage you to do your due diligence because it arms you with information, okay? And it makes you feel more confident and better equipped to embrace your menopause better than you're currently embracing it. Jackie, absolutely. I will send you all the information. Just reach out to me, DM or email me. That's what I would say about bloating. Change up how you're eating, move more, and you'll see the difference. Be consistent in what you are doing. Okay, this isn't just change your way of eating for 1 week. This isn't just moving for 1 week. This is a lifestyle change. Absolutely a lifestyle change. Okay, in the time that I've changed my lifestyle, I've made the decision to change my lifestyle. I didn't want to change it for losing weight. What I wanted to change my lifestyle for, because I wanted to be a lot more healthier. Diabetes run in my family, and like we talked about yesterday when we looked at menopause and heart health, if we're not looking after our heart particularly during this time, type 2 diabetes can kick in. And because diabetes runs in my family rife, okay, even my brother said to me, haven't you got it yet? No, because you see, when it's knocking at my door, I'm not opening the door for it. I had to change my lifestyle. And that's what I chose to do, because I'm not having it come and knock me out. So you have to want to do it. And once you start doing it and be consistent with it, you're going to see the difference. I'm telling you. I'm thinking about doing maybe next year, once the December's over, I'm really thinking about doing a nutrition club. I'm really thinking about doing it. Just to support, because I've been on this journey, this nutrition journey myself. And by changing my lifestyle, in deciding that I want to be healthier, I've changed the way I eat, and also changed the way I move, and exercising every day. And even if that's a walk, that's a walk. That's a form of exercise, right? Using my steps, stepping up and down, that's a form of exercise. Movement, the body just wants to move. And I've noticed the difference. And since December, I've lost 2.5 stones. 2.5 stones. And I'm going to cheer for myself. 2.5 stones. And that's without injections, right? Without injections. Changing my lifestyle. And I feel healthier for it. I've got to just plug in my phone because it's the battery's going low. I'm just going to plug in. So we have to make that decision. So whatever decision you decide to make. But as I said, I didn't really want to, I was thinking about becoming healthy, being healthier, because diabetes ain't going to be, the door is not going to open for it at all. Yeah, I'm thinking about this nutrition club after December. Definitely thinking about it. I can send all the information to you if you wish. Just reach out and I can send information. If I haven't mentioned some information that you would like, just message me and say, Jackie, do you have information on this? And I can send it over to you. So those of you who've just joined, welcome to the second trial of the Menopause Drop-In. This is the Menopause Wellness Community. My name is Jackie. I am, thank you very much for the heart me. Thank you very much. I am a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. This is something that we're trialing, a menopause drop-in, but we generally have a scheduled lives on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Thank you for the heart me. See, I'm feeling that my brain is a lot more functional this morning. Do you know why? I had my lion's mane this morning. I had my lion's mane. I drank my lion's mane tea this morning. I'm feeling a lot more alert this morning. And I'm surprised I haven't stumbled over my words yet. I need to drink it in the morning. My friends have been talking about menopause and it making me think I am becoming. It could. Is it Sovereign? I haven't pronounced your name correctly. Can I call you Yes, it could be. I can send you a list of symptoms, menopause and perimenopause symptoms. I can send you a list of them so you can have a look at them. But again, I'm going to always go back to, if you're concerned about anything going on in your body is telling you something. Listen to your body. Do not downplay your symptoms. Go and seek some medical advice. Get it ruled out. That's the best thing you can do, get it ruled out. We need to stop downplaying what we're feeling, because we're so involved in doing our work and raising our families and running a household. Let's stop doing that. Jodie, hi, welcome. Welcome, you're a newbie, welcome. Hearing perimenopause struggling, is this a support page? Yes, this is. The Menopause Wellness community is here. We are like-minded people navigating through the menopause, and we come here. It's a safe space to be heard and understood. And it's also a safe space to just rant and rave about your journey. This is what we're here for, supporting each other. So you've come across the right page. If you would like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. Thank you for the follow, Sahana. I haven't even pronounced your name correctly. I apologize. Thank you for the follow. I cannot stand pronouncing people's name incorrectly, you know. That's a pet peeve of mine. Barbara, welcome. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for the follow, 976. Thank you for the follow, Debbie. Is it Debbie? It's Debbie. Debbie. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Love heart, love heart. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the gifts. Yes, so live visual lead restrict. Okay. I don't know why I've got that message up. I'm hoping everyone can hear me still. Okay. Mandy Louise, I just realized downstairs. I did mention about the itching. I experienced the same thing about the itching downstairs. It's gone because of avocados. Absolutely gone. Completely gone. 28 days of eating it. And that was just half an avocado every day for 28 days. My itching has gone. And the creams that I got, the cream that I got given, prescribed by the GP, didn't work. So we don't know. Try avocados. If you don't like them, mash it up. Use it down there as a wash. Just don't put lemons in there. Please don't put lemons in there. We can put it in there if we're doing our faces, but if you're using it down there, just pure avocado. Okay? Good morning, TT. Good morning. I'm only just catching up on these comments and these messages. Sarah Love, welcome, welcome. Can't remove the government from the life. They're the ones Sarah, yeah, do you know what? I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But do you know what? We can absolutely choose what we take on, right? We can choose our battles. And you know what? I hear what you're saying, and the government is there. But do you know what I do? I don't know what's going on because I've taken off all the news flashes off my phone. All those news things that used to flash up on my phone, I've taken them off. So I only hear about it when someone's talking about it. Claire, I'm glad you're here with us. I don't know if you're still here, Claire. Thank you for the reposting. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. We are having a trial, our second trial, Menopause drop-in. And we love you newbies. Jackie, you're new. Welcome, welcome. Jodie, you're new. Welcome. Welcome to all the newbies. Hi, Claire. I'm glad you're here. I just want to take some time out to welcome all the newbies, right? Because even those of you, you may have been on the For You page for a little while, watching in, thinking, I'm just listening. Because that's what I do on people's For You page, listen in. And do you know what? I appreciate you coming in and actually communicating with everyone and communicating with me. I appreciate you. And, you know, if you're not part of the community and you would like to be, just give us a follow. You are part of the community. You are a menopause warrior. That's what you are. So, yeah, welcome to all the newbies. You haven't gone unnoticed. All the likes and all the shares, all the reposts, all the gifts, it has not gone unnoticed. It can be overwhelming sometimes, all these messages coming up. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts, Car. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All the follows, I appreciate. Thursdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. Okay, that's the, yeah. We go live Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, 8 till 9. And an hour is not a long time, is it? An hour is not a long time. But do you know what? It gives us time to connect with each other and just you don't always talk to me, you talk to each other. Go for it. It's fantastic you're speaking to each other. Absolutely fantastic you're speaking to each other. Um, we do have guest speakers as well. We've got a few guest speakers coming up. Everything that is happening, I always post on the page of the community, so you know what's coming up. So you get you get information in advance what's happening. Sam XXXX04, thank you for the follow. Hi Mel. Poppy, thank you for the follow. User 2085, thank you for the follow. Do you know, I had a meeting this morning with a local authority, and they are going to start doing menopause cafes, and they want me to facilitate them. So we were just talking about what's going to happen in the cafes, and they thank you for the heart me. They are going to start doing it on a regular basis, and it's so nice to hear that a local authority is going to invest in their employees. Because this is what we need to be doing. We need to be talking about this a lot more. We need to be open and honest about this, rather downplaying our symptoms, rather than turning around saying, yeah, I'm okay. No, we're not okay. It's okay to not be okay. No, I'm actually not okay because my brain fog is so bad that it's making me forget things. My brain fog is making me, I can't drive properly, because your brain fog can impact with your driving. Menopause can impact with your driving. So rather than downplay our journey and our symptoms, let's be honest and open about it. Okay? And let's be unapologetic about it. Let's stop apologizing for our brain fog. Let's stop apologizing for our hot flushes, particularly in the middle of meetings. Let's be unapologetic about lack of concentration. You see, this is brain fog in real time. Literally, do you have those moments where you're talking and you stop talking and you totally forget what you are talking about? Brain fog in real time. It happens, but let's stop apologizing about it. We are absolutely going to navigate through this journey unapologetically. That's what we're going to do. I have headaches every day and also brain fog. Okay. One Marie Nelly, thank you for sharing that. So when you say you have headaches every day, okay, brain fog, I understand. Your headaches every day, how long are these headaches for? Are they part of the day or all of the day? And how long has every day been? Has it been a week? Has it been 2 weeks or longer? Because having a headache every day is not normal. So why are we normalizing a headache every day? Please go and speak to your GP if you haven't already. Welcome, Margaret. Don't have menopause. I have menopause and they just keep annoying me. People are poor. Okay. Funny. Very funny. I gotta give you very funny, Margaret. Welcome to the community. Yeah. Do you find that? I do find that your tolerance levels start to change. If you wasn't a tolerable person before, during this journey, you may have become less tolerable, right? Absolutely. I don't take people's BS anymore. I don't take people's BS. Whereas before I might have just just listened in. But no, I'm not listening to you anymore. I don't want to listen. No, I don't need to be here. And no, I can't do that for you. They'll get over it if you say no. Absolutely. Lily. Please send me the diet and other info. Absolutely. Send me a DM or an email and I can send it over to you. I think. Yeah, if you have you got broken bones, Margaret? Have you got broken bones? Angela, welcome, welcome. Happy that you found this community as well. So remember, as Claire mentioned, we are here every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, 8 p.m. British summertime. We talk about so many different things relating to the menopause. At the moment, we are having a themed menopause education time. We are talking about how it impacts certain parts of the body. Yesterday we talked about menopause and the heart. We've talked about menopause and the teeth and oral health. Tomorrow we're talking about menopause and the eyes. We're going to be talking about menopause and hair. Menopause, we talked about menopause and skin. We still got menopause and muscles. We've still got quite a few menopause and other things. So we talked about menopause and bones as well. Lots of things. Any lives that you've missed, you can catch up on YouTube. Had to think about that there. You can catch up on YouTube. So I'm glad you found. If you want to be part of the menopause wellness community, all you need to do is follow. The doctor said all my levels were fine at 12 years post-menopause. Well, my goodness me. Nanny SL. What do they mean by fine? What do they mean by fine? They're all fine at 12 years. And are you still having symptoms? And this is the thing. Sometimes the tests we take sometimes are unreliable. And sometimes we've got to go back again. I came across a post and it mentioned that, it actually said that you are more than likely, women navigating through menopause are more than likely to go to an appointment, a GP appointment, 10 times before we get the appropriate help. 10 times is a lot. I mean, I went 3 times and walked away. But 10 times before we get the appropriate help, it's not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. And this is why I'm saying we need to step up our game and being a better advocate for ourselves. Go armed with the information to our GP. Don't downplay our symptoms. Don't downplay how we're feeling and what our symptoms are making us feel. So we need to be explicit in what we're, I'm feeling it's the menopause because this, and this. This is the information that I came across. And it is reliable information that I came across. Remembering GPs only have 1 hour of menopause training unless they are, specialized in the subject matter. 1 hour. Sorry, my voice is going. Sorry. I was a bit parched there. I chat so much that my throat is dry. So yeah, be armed with the information. Right, okay. They check. Oh, do you know, if we're getting fobbed off by our GPs, ask yourself this question. If my GP is fobbing me off, why am I still with them? Because we can absolutely step sideways and go and get another GP. Go and get a second opinion. Know your body. You know your body. Because otherwise you're going to start thinking, am I going insane? Because my GP is saying it's not that. And I think it is it. Step sideways. We don't have to be loyal to our GPs. Because sometimes, unfortunately, they're not loyal to us. Don't get me wrong, there are some fantastic GPs out there. My daughter has a fantastic GP because they listen to her. Her GP listens to her. And if she says that she'd like to be referred, she gets a referral. But some GPs, not all GPs are like that. Yes, I'm going to SN. Absolutely. I'm going to pin that. So important to fix our diet. Be mindful about what we are eating, please. It's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer. I'm telling you now. The moment I changed my diet, the moment I decided to change my diet, within a matter of weeks, I'm talking about 4 to 6 weeks, I noticed a difference. I mean, when I took sugar out of my diet, I noticed a difference within probably 4 days. I noticed the difference. Within 4 days of not having sugar in my diet, I noticed the difference. Okay, it's going to be different for everyone. Remember how I cut out sugar out of my diet? I just stopped just like that. Okay, so if you are taking your time to cut it out, you may notice a different time frame. Let me see. I'm just checking. So welcome everyone to our menopause drop-in. We're more than likely going to start having the menopause drop-in on a weekly basis. But yeah, it's absolutely important to fix our diets. A lot of the time we don't realize just what things we're eating, because we need to fuel our bodies throughout the day to keep going. We just pick up and grab and go. But what are we grabbing and going? You know, my snacks used to be sweets and crisps a while back. Okay, now I snack on nuts. Mixed nuts and raisins. I snack on nuts. Or an avocado. That's what I snack on. Hi, Dolly. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm falling out with my family. I have no energy. Can you help me? Absolutely. You're in the right place. You are absolutely in the right place. First and foremost, I would say to you, be kind to yourself. Let's not be hard on ourselves, okay? The menopause is menopausing. And it's absolutely going to change how we feel about ourselves. So we have to be kind to ourselves. We have to give ourselves grace. We have to give ourselves compassion. So we have to step up on our self-care. And you know what? Sometimes we will fall out with people. But maybe, I don't know, is it time that those people are not around us anyway? Do they deserve to be around us? That's what we need to ask ourselves. And sometimes we just need to communicate a bit better. And just be explicit in how we are sharing what we're feeling with our family and friends. I didn't have that conversation with my husband till later on, in many years later. But until I had that conversation with him, I didn't realize how much my menopause journey was impacting on him. We don't realize these things. This is why I am grateful for this community, because we are now being more open and honest with how we're feeling, how the menopause is making us feel. And we're being more open and honest to the people in our lives about it as well. And they're understanding more as well. So let's not give yourself some compassion, Dolly. Give yourself some grace and be kind to yourself. Do reach out to me. Reach out to me. I do one-to-ones as well. Do reach out to me. But you can send a DM, send an email to me. Reach out. And we meet up. Remember, the community is every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. We're here for an hour. I know an hour is not a long time, but 8 till 9, we can reach out with each other. We're here to support each other. But be kind to yourself. Just looking 675. Welcome. I'm good, and I hope you're well too. I hope you're good too. Thank you for reposting, Angela. Thank you reposting. I'm starting to put myself first, and the first time working on myself. Yes, Claire. I love that. You have to put yourself first. Putting yourself first is not selfish. That is a selfless act, putting yourself first. You know? And when we put ourselves first, we can actually, what starts happening is our cups starts to overflow. And that overflowing of our cups can start pouring out onto others. Yeah, pouring out into others. But without that overflow, how are we going to manage it? When I coach, because I do coaching as well, when I do life coaching, I always say that if we are not 100%, if we don't feel 100% emotionally, physically, mentally, how then can we really give quality to other people around us? Just things to think about. Just think about that. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, just looking 675 night sweats. Listen, I don't know why recently my night sweats are getting worse. they had calmed down for a little while. So I'm obviously doing something different from when they were better. So I need to go back and look at my tracker and look at and identify what was I doing then when my night sweats had calmed down to now, what am I doing differently that my night sweats have come back worse and they're now keeping me awake. This is why I'm saying track your menopause journey, because then you can actually look back on what was going on. But there are things I might have to start taking back, like I mentioned, the black coash for my night sweats. I need to consider that. And it's a lot. Bless. Hi. I don't know how long you've been with us, but hi. I'm just catching up with the comments now. Hadi, welcome. Hello, sister. Welcome. And apologies if you sent that a long time ago. You probably think, oh my gosh, Jackie hasn't even gone to my message yet. I've been going back and forth because I've been missing. When these messages come in, it just takes this out of my hand and it scrolls up. So I have to scroll back down to check. Poppy, magnesium glycinate 5-in-1. Yes, that's the one that helps with, is supposed to be beneficial for sleep, right? That's the one I've got. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to pin that. But when it comes to magnesium, just please do your research. Put in which magnesium is good for the night sweats, the sleep, which magnesium is good for this. Put it in and do your research. Always do your due diligence. As much as anyone says to you, this is great, that's great. Okay, I'll take that on board, but do your research still. Okay, still do your research. And you may have to just identify if it's going to impact any of your medication that you're taking as well. Remember, medication, any health conditions, you may have to go and do that research or go and speak to your GP. Can I actually take that? You know, I was recommending CMOS to a really good friend the other day because CMOS is very good and it's got lots of nutrients, about 98 nutrients that we need. And I had to pause because the friend, it was an elderly lady, she's on a lot of medication. So I took a list of the medication and it doesn't look like she's going to be able to take it because it will impact with her medication. So sometimes we have to do our due diligence. We really have to. Thank you for sharing the live. Carrie, afternoon. Welcome. My goodness me, is it that time already? Okay, we've just got under an hour to go. We have been doing our second trial of our menopause drop-in. I've been here from 11 and it's going to finish at 2. It's more than likely that we're going to continue with a menopause drop-in on a regular basis. I'm looking to do it every week. It may not be on the same day, but it will always be for 3 hours. But I will put it out there in the community what day it will be in advance because I need to work around my diary. Thank you for the follow, Carrie. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the reposts. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for all the heart me's. I appreciate it. I did parasite cleansing. It helped me with my brain fog. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. Thank you for sharing that, Carrie. Someone mentioned that 2 days ago in the live, actually. Someone mentioned that. Thank you for the follow, Saffron. Thank you for the follow. Hadi, I just seen your hello now. Hello. Cara, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I've gone back on these as well. I've gone back on these messages, these comments, because I'm seeing what I've seen before. Is it Eves? Eves 24? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Eves 24. Welcome. Yes, we are not okay, especially driving and appointments times. I get days mixed up too. Yeah, you do. And this is why we have to give ourselves grace. We have to be kind to ourselves. You know, there are times when I am talking, particularly to my husband, and I get totally lost in transition and just lose things. I asked him some silly questions and he said, did you mean to ask me this? And I said, yeah, that's what I meant. You know, we have to give ourselves some compassion and grace and be kind to ourselves because the menopause is definitely going to be menopausing. And we're learning as we go along as well. There are so many things changing in our body, and we don't like the way we're feeling. We don't feel us anymore. Yeah. And we're trying to embrace it the best we can. Absolutely. Try to embrace it the best we can. Nanny SL, I think they should be somewhere for husbands so they can. Absolutely, Nanny SL. There are some husbands in this community. We have quite a few men in the community. They are on here when we have our scheduled lives. Hot Water is one of them, and he comes on here because he wants to support his wife. So he wants to understand a bit more. We have men and menopause topics as well. We have men coming up into the community and talking about. Claire's husband came up as well. Claire is one of our community ambassadors. I've got to shout out to my community ambassadors. Claire Bear, Lulu, Samantha, Just Empress, Poetic Angel. They are our 5 community ambassadors. And when we had Men and Menopause, Claire's husband came up and he spoke his truth about how he's feeling whilst Claire's navigating through the menopause. So we do actually have men in the community, and we have days where we will start talking again. We start asking men to come and talk about it. So yeah, absolutely. The community is made up of men and women. Still have all my symptoms. Nanny SL. I'm sorry to hear that. What have you tried so far? What are some of the things that you've tried or trialing? What had your GP recommended? Yeah, forgetfulness. I'm telling you, sometimes you start talking, right? And then whatever you are trying to translate to someone, it just goes. It's like the information has just run up the mountain, right? And you don't have the energy to go and get it back. You totally just have forgotten everything you were going to say. You've lost your trail of thought, completely lost your trail of thought. And this is it. We have to be kind to ourselves. We can't beat ourselves up about it, because this sometimes can happen. And you know what? When that happens, I just say, bear with me. I've lost my trail of thought. I'll get back to what I was saying. That's what I do. I'm not going to apologize. I'm not apologizing, right? I'm not apologizing. Remember, ladies, what are we? We are hot, wise, and unapologetic. That is what we are. That's it. This is our book. We're not going to keep apologizing. Sexy K, welcome. Pear is good. You found pear to be good. Excellent. It's always nice to hear when warriors have found something that works for them. Fantastic. Because you know what? It can feel a struggle sometimes to find out what works for you. It can feel a mission to find what works for you. Because sometimes it doesn't take a week. It takes months sometimes. Sometimes it will take years to find out what is going to work for you. But keep on going, because there's going to be something out there that is for you. Absolutely something out there. And it may be a combination of things. Like I said yesterday, there isn't one magic pill that we can take that will allow all our symptoms to go away. There isn't one thing that we're going to be doing. We may need to be doing a combination of things, but we also have to be consistent with what we are doing. Consistency is key. Consistency is absolute key. Yeah. But yeah, the men are welcome to the menopause wellness community as well. Husbands are welcome, boyfriends, partners, however we want to call them, him is welcome. They are absolutely welcome to the community. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the shares. Honey Coasted, thank you for sharing. Melinda, thank you for the follow. Silky Smooth, thank you for the follow. These names are so creative. So creative. Absolutely creative names. Phoenix Rising, thank you for the follow. Hey, Phoenix Rising, how are you? We are probably about 45 minutes away from ending the menopause drop-in. I've been here since 11 a.m. And this is a second trial. My goodness me. Look, I chat so much that my throat is tightening up on me now. My goodness me. Sorry. So yeah, welcome. We're more than likely going to have some more drop-ins. I will let you know and keep you posted. Sexy K, whenever I eat avocado, I feel more strength. Oh, well done. I love the avocados. I love them. I've just stocked up on some more avocados. But you know what, Sexy K, I have to have the extra large ones because I came across some research that the small ones, I cannot remember what they're called, begin with H. Hassan, I think they're called Hassan. Hassan, I think. Apparently they're hybrid. And I don't want no hybrid in me. So I'd rather not eat them. So I get the extra large ones. Yeah, those are the ones I eat. But yeah, avocados are great for the skin. They're great for the dryness. They're great for itching. Like I said, my itching has disappeared after 28 days of eating avocado. I have emailed you. Okay. Smiley face. That's what I'm going to call you. You're welcome. I'm going to look out for your message. When I finish the live, I normally would go and check all the comments and respond to everyone who I can respond to, because not everyone's DMs are open. So if I'm not getting back to you, it's because I cannot get back to you. So you're going to have to reach out through email. The email is menopause.wellnesscommunity@gmail.com. You can click on the email link on the page and it will open up an email, or just send me a DM if you can. Okay. I'll go and check your email afterwards. Smiley face. Thank you for reaching out. Okay. We've got probably just under 40. Yeah, just under 40 minutes. No, 43 minutes left. And I'm hoping, do let me know if you found the drop-ins useful or you're finding them useful, so I can make that decision whether, shall I do another trial drop-in, because I've done 2 now. Shall I do a 3rd trial drop-in, or should we just go straight for drop-ins? Like I said, I'm not going to be able to say to you they're going to be every Wednesday, because some Wednesdays I may be at work. Okay, I may be out training. Smiley face. It's challenging with my anxiety. Yeah, do you know what? I'm sorry to hear that, and I hear you and I understand you. What I mentioned about, I don't know if you was here when I mentioned about anxiety, along with depression as well. Let's try and identify what is triggering our anxiety. So is it a place? Is it a person? Is it in a specific environment? If you're at work, is it any work activities that are triggering your anxiety? Because then once we identify what the triggers are, what's triggering our anxiety, then we're going to be able to navigate it a lot more better than we are at the moment. Yeah. Do the drop-ins when you can. Yeah, absolutely. I will do the drop-ins when I can. But I would like them to be every week. My diary at the moment is not training heavy, so I will be able to commit to weekly, but I will just let you know, like I'll put a post out on a Sunday to let you know when the drop-ins are. That's what I can promise. Every Sunday I'll put a post out Sunday evening to let you all know when the next drop-ins will be. And that will be the drop-ins for that week. Yeah, and the week after. Probably 2 weeks in advance. I find it very useful knowing on what we can use and what. Absolutely, Nanny SL. It's so nice to hear what other people are using and how it's working for them. And this is another thing that I love, when everyone's communicating with each other, because it just may give someone else that light bulb moment. Actually, I didn't think of that. And actually, I may start trying that, or actually go and do research on it. Because remember, there's going to be different forms of things as well. Remember, I mentioned the magnesium powder that I started trying. It didn't work for me because it gave me a headache. So now I'm trying magnesium capsules. Yeah. So again, just having these open conversations. And you know what? I'm loving that the menopause warriors, right? We have got a community where we are confident in speaking our truth. Absolutely confident in speaking our truth, right? We're going to be heard. We are absolutely going to be heard. We are going to start. Thank you very much, Mel, for the heart me. We are going to start back with our Speaking Our Truth segment. I don't know if you've noticed that I posted recently that I'm looking for menopause warriors to come up and share their story, because your story might just be that story that empowers another menopause warrior. Yeah. And doesn't make her feel that she's going insane or she wants to, not be here anymore. So yeah, let's speak our truth. Let us absolutely speak our truth. If you want to come up and speak your truth, let me know and I'll make a time and a date for you to come up on one of the lives, and I'll open up the platform. You come up. You don't have to have your video on. You can just speak your truth. But let's start talking. Lucy J14, welcome. Hair thinning. Is it low estrogen? Yes. We are going to do a chat on one of the lives. We've got it coming up. I can't remember what date. I do apologize. I cannot remember what date. It has been posted already. Menopause and hair. We have done a live before with menopause, hair health and hair loss, but we are going to be talking about hair. And a lot of the time, estrogen is the main culprit. We've got the estrogen, we've got the progesterone, and we've also got testosterone. Yeah. And we've been doing these themed lives around menopause and the heart, the eyes, the muscles, bones, teeth. Hair's coming up. We've got the eyes tomorrow. So yeah, it is. You're absolutely right. When it starts fluctuating and starts declining, we don't realize how important this estrogen is. We talked about it yesterday in our heart health. As estrogen starts declining, okay, what happens is because it protects, it's like a blood vessel protector. It protects our blood vessels. So as it starts declining, what happens to our blood vessels? They can start becoming stiff. Cholesterol, bad cholesterol, because we've got good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Bad cholesterol can start kicking in. And this is why you will find that during menopause, women, I think it's mentioned about the biggest killer is the heart health. Heart attacks during menopause. It's a game changer. Well, it's not a game changer, but knowing the information, okay, being armed with information, we can never have enough information. So this is what we're here. We're educating ourselves. We're educating each other. I don't know how to use TikTok properly. That's fine, Phoenix Rising. Do you know what? When I first started these, I didn't know what I was doing. Sometimes I still get things mixed up. We can have a talk. Ask the question. You're on here, so you can use it. You can use it to get on into a live. If I send you an invite, you will see an invite come up and you can accept or decline. If you accept it, you will come up on the platform and you will be able to start talking. That's fine. We will navigate around that. We can learn. We can absolutely learn things, right? That's what we can do. Okay, so wow, it's been a morning, hasn't it? It's absolutely been a morning. So you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. I always say, in the community, this menopause wellness community, we don't judge in here. And if you are on the For You page thinking, I would have loved to come into that community, but there's a lot, there's too many people in there, or there's too many, you won't see the questions coming up, but there's too many people in there. There's too much going on. I'd rather stay behind the scenes. I just, look, I forgot what I was going to say. You see this? Forgot what I was going to say. It's gone. It's gone up the mountain. I totally forgotten what I was going to say. This brain fog is real, you know. I'm telling you, this brain fog is real. You're welcome. Enjoy your afternoon and thank you. You're coming up. Okay. So I'm gonna do if you're in a safe space, Phoenix Rising, I'm gonna click on what I'm gonna do. I'm going to let me see if I can see Phoenix Rising on here. And you can send me a request to join as well. That's what you can do. So I would send you a link, and then you will accept it or you will decline it. That's what you will do. Okay. Or you can also send me a link to ask to be invited. You don't have to have cameras. Don't have to have cameras at all. You've got a choice to put your camera on or just come up on in a small square, and everyone will just hear your voice and they won't see you. It's entirely up to you. You control that part, not me. The only thing I can do is mute your mic, and I only mute someone's mic if there's too much feedback and someone is talking. So yeah, you absolutely have control of that. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what I was saying. It's just gone. But I'm not going to apologize. The brain fog is kicking my backside this afternoon. Even though I had my lion's mane. I drank my lion's mane this morning and it's caught me. Okay, sorry everyone. The phone rang. I don't know what happened. I think I clicked on it rather than cut it off, and they was just talking. You may have heard. Okay. So it's fine if we don't know something. That's what I was saying. It's come back now. That's what I was going to say. When you are there in the background and wanting to come in and ask a question, you may be thinking, I don't want to ask that question because I might get judged and people may think that I should know the answer. No, we don't judge here. The reason why we ask questions is because A, we don't know the answer, or B, we just want clarification. And both of those are okay. Ask questions. No matter how small you feel the question is, how trivial you feel it is, ask the question. It's fine to ask. You were talking about too many people in the live. Yes, thank you, Phoenix Rising. And that's what I was talking about coming in and asking questions. Because sometimes people may feel it's overwhelming. Someone mentioned today there's lots of comments. It can be absolutely overwhelming. But remember, whilst we're on a live, if you don't want to ask a question during the live and pop it into the chat, feel free to reach out to me on a one-to-one basis. Either DM me, I will definitely respond to your question. I've got time for everyone. Or email me. If your DMs are not open, you can feel free to email me. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Phoenix Rising. The information came back, so it's good. It definitely came back at what I wanted to talk about. We've literally got 32 minutes left of this live. So I feel that the drop-ins have been really useful. The 2 trial drop-ins have been really useful. So I don't think I'm going to do another trial drop-in. I feel that we can move forward and we can actually do drop-ins on a regular basis. So we can have, I'm hoping it can be weekly, if not weekly, every other week, definitely. And we will have them and they will be for 3 hours, and either start at 9 o'clock in the morning or between 9 and 11 they'll start. But whatever time we start, we'll do it for 3 hours. And if people can just drop it in and out. So what I will do is, good afternoon, Tabs. How are you? Good afternoon. Welcome. Today I was just trialing the second menopause drop-in, and now decided that we're going to have a menopause drop-in as a regular feature. Going to try and make it every week. if not every other week, because I have to work around my working day. Okay, I was working from home today, so I can do that. When I'm working from home, I will be able to do the drop-ins. Good to hear that you are okay, just okay. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking. Oh, you're on half term. Oh, fantastic. Half term. Yeah, I keep forgetting about half term because my children are grown. And even though I've got grandchildren, I forget their half term until I go to the house and say, "What are you doing here? Are you at school?" They say it's half term. Totally forget. It comes around so quickly, doesn't it? But yeah, if you do have any questions and you wasn't confident in popping it in the chat, that's fine. Just reach out to me, either DM or email, and I will look at your questions and send any information over to you after the live. Anytime after a live, I always will go and check the comments. Okay, I check the comments just to see if I've missed any questions, and then I will respond to any questions that I have missed. I don't deliberately miss questions. I seriously, a lot of the time when there's so much comments flying by, I can't catch up with them. But welcome, Tabs. Welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah, so if you've got any questions in the last 30 minutes, if anyone would like to come up and have a chat, just feel free, let me know. I will invite you up to come and have a chat if you like. If you want to share your story, feel free. But yeah, we're definitely going to have this menopause drop-in on a regular basis. I feel it's really nice that people can connect, people can share their journey, and also support having other warriors having that light bulb moment that it's not just you. You are absolutely not alone. Not alone. How can we increase estrogen naturally? Okay, I have got. Do you know what? I feel like a broken record. I'm always saying I've got lists. There are actual estrogen supplements. You could go speak to your pharmacist, or you can go and speak to your GP. Estrogen supplements. But do your research as well. I'm just checking estrogen supplements. Yeah, there's a lot of estrogen supplements out there available. I would say go and visit a health shop, go and speak to... do you know what I've noticed recently when I've gone into the pharmacist? I've noticed that they have quite close to the medication area, that they've got a lot of things around the menopause. And I don't know if it's that's because October is menopause awareness month, or one of the days is menopause awareness. I don't know if it's because it was coming up to that. But yeah, go and ask your pharmacist and ask for any estrogen supplements, because there are a lot of estrogen supplements out there. There's going to be foods that you can eat as well, Phoenix Rising. There's going to be specific foods. Off the top of my head, without looking at the list, I can't remember. I can send you the list over. Herbs and spices, and there's going to be supplements as well. I can send you the lists, but let's do our research. Let's do our due diligence. Ask questions. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lucy J. Yeah, do you know what? I'm very passionate about this. As I said, I navigated through my menopause journey feeling very alone, very alone. After going to my GP 3 times, and the third time the blood test came back indicating that I wasn't menopausal, I just walked away. That's what I chose to do. Right or wrong, I chose to walk away. And it was lonely. 10 years in perimenopause. Yeah, it felt really lonely. And this is why when I walked away, I then took a stance and said, you know what, Jackie, you've just got to step up. You got to step up. And I decided to just go and educate myself a bit more around the menopause. And this is why I became a practitioner. And now I've got the community and supporting everyone else. Let's, I'm not claiming to know every single thing about the menopause. I'm learning all the time. But there's research out there. Let's keep talking about it. Yeah. But thank you, Lucy J14. You're welcome, Phoenix Rising. You're welcome, Phoenix. Okay, yeah. So I would say, remember we were going to have our first face-to-face event. It got postponed. It got suspended. It got postponed. And was supposed to be Monday gone. It's now going to be January the 24th January the 24th. It's a Saturday. Our first face-to-face event is Embracing Menopause event. It's going to be in Sidcup. It's going to be 2 till 5 rather than the morning. And it's a free event. You still have to get your tickets. Now, you can get your tickets. The link is in the bio, but I need to go and check. I'm going to check today because someone said to me yesterday to try to get the tickets and it's no longer available. So I think what's happened is where the event was the 20th of October and I've now gone and extended the event, the deadline might have cut off for the 20th of October and it's not updated. So I'm going to go and sort that out today. And I will let you know that the tickets are live again. But yes, our first face-to-face event, Embracing Menopause event, the event is all going to be about community, empowerment and wellness. There's going to be guest speakers. There's going to be activities happening there. And we're just going to come away empowered, a lot more empowered than when we arrived there. Okay. Thank you very much, Tabs. I appreciate that. Yeah. Again, Tabs, I know you weren't here before, but we've been talking about GPs this morning, and that GPs are not listening. They're sending us away. They're fobbing us off. We don't feel heard and understood. And that may well be that our GPs generally have 1 hour of menopause training. Unless they decide to go and get more specialized training in the subject matter, they only have an hour of menopause training. And this is why we need to go armed, heavily armed to our GP appointments, heavily armed with information, because it may be the first time they're hearing that information. So then how can they help? Well, then what we need to ask is, do you have a menopause nurse? Do you have a menopause specialist? Do you have a menopause clinic that you can refer me to? We need to be asking the right questions. That's what we need to be doing. Yes. So those of you who have just joined, welcome. I have been trialing this morning a menopause drop-in. This is menopause drop-in 2. Last week was the first one. This is the second one. And I've now made a decision that we're going to have a regular menopause drop-in. Where you're going to be able to drop in and out as you please over a 3-hour period. In the mornings, it's going to be any time between 9 and 11 that we will start. But I will keep you all posted around what day it is. So I talked about our first face-to-face event. Again, I'm going to tell you about our book because I'm always going to be plugging our book. This is our book, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. This is going to be like a companion for yourself. There are real life stories in there. There's spaces for reflection. It talks about what is menopause and goes through perimenopause, menopause and postmenopause. It's got poems in there. It's got spaces, reflection journal. It's got real life stories, as I said, self-care check-in spots. It's got spaces for affirmations. It's got spaces for reflection quotes, affirmations, as I said. Symptom glossary is in there, a symptom glossary, advice and support. It's got all that information in there. And you can write in the book. You can absolutely write in the book. The book is your journal. I need to go. Okay, Phoenix, I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for stopping by. If you're not part of the menopause community and you want to be, just follow. That's all you need to do. But thank you. I love the newbies. Newbies are coming in. It's fantastic. We're here to share. This is an absolute safe space to be heard and understood. We will be doing, I'm actually looking into it at the moment. We're going to be doing more face-to-face events. I'm actually looking in at the moment. I'm also thinking about doing a nutrition club to support women navigating through the nutrition side of things, after being successful in my journey as well. So yeah, just sharing that information. And just sometimes, you know what, all we crave for is just to be heard and understood. And having a community like this, we come together and we can talk, we can rant and rave, but the most important thing, we're heard and we're understood. Sometimes that's all we need. That little bit, just gives us that push to then turn around and say, that was uplifting, that was encouraging, that was inspiring. And actually, do you know what? I'm going to take hold and take control of this journey a bit better than I was before. And I'm going to be kinder to myself. I'm going to give myself more grace. I'm going to give myself more compassion. I'm going to love myself more, and I'm going to embrace this journey a bit better than I was embracing it before. That's what we want. That's absolutely what we want. My throat, sorry. That's exactly what we want. My voice, by the time I finish today, my voice, I'm not going to have any voice at all. It's totally going. But yeah, I appreciate everyone being here today. I know people have dropped in and dropped out, but that's what it's for. It's the menopause drop-in. Sometimes we have lots of people in the room and other times we have a small amount of people in the room. But you know what? Even if it's one person, we're still going to have it. Because for that one person, do you know what really is inspiring to me? Really hits home to me that there are so many of us out there that feel lonely, that feel that we have to be alone, and we don't feel heard and understood. And when I get messages and comments like, you know what, the messages that I receive from Menopause Warriors saying that this has been life-changing, the community has been a changing moment for me. I don't feel alone anymore. And when I get those messages saying that before I came across the community, I didn't want to be here anymore. That to me, that hits home and saying, do you know what? I'm doing the right thing and having this community. And if one of you turn up, the community is still going to be exactly the same as if there's 20 in the room, as if there's 100 in the room, right? Because one thing that I always remember that a mentor told me, one person, I treat you as 100 people. And that's what we're going to keep on doing. We're absolutely going to keep on doing. But I tell you what, Menopause Warriors, what we need to do is step up our game. Absolutely step up our game on our self-love, our self-care. Be kind. Give ourselves grace. Give ourselves compassion. Okay? And put yourself first. We absolutely have to put ourselves first. And this is not selfish. Even if we've got family, even if we've got young children, it is absolutely not a selfish thing. Remember, if we are not 100%, we cannot give quality, right? We cannot give quality. And that's what we need to do. Absolutely need to do. But yeah, we've got literally 16 minutes before we end the live. So if anyone's got any questions, I'm happy to read out. Would it be useful for me to read out the symptoms of perimenopause and menopause? Would that be useful? There's no point in doing something that is not useful to anyone. I need to go. Thank you, Nanny SL, for stopping by. I appreciate you. And I hope to welcome you back in the communities very soon. Thank you very much. Kim Possible. Is that for the symptoms, Kim Possible? I'll call you Kim if you don't mind. Hope you don't mind. Is that the symptoms to read out? And we can end with that. I'm going to get the symptoms. I've got them here. I have them here. 37, think I'm having symptoms. Okay, yeah, I've got them here. So, and these are the same symptoms I'm reading out that I will send over to you and it's nice, although you hear them, it's nice to have them in front of you, you know, it sinks in a bit more when you can digest the information. So these are perimenopause and menopause symptoms, okay? There is a list of 90 symptoms. I truly believe there is a lot more. So if I've read out a symptom and you feel that you didn't say a symptom that I'm experiencing, that's because this list is not, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, this list is not exhaustive. So there could be well more symptoms than this. I believe there's plenty more symptoms than this. So I'm going to go through insomnia, palpitations, vaginal dryness, weight loss, hair loss, dry skin, muscle pain, acne, blood pressure dips, incontinence, depression, eczema or eczema, how I pronounce it, blood pressure spikes, hot flashes, low libido, anxiety, pain during sex, migraines, blood sugar spikes, brittle nails, vaginal atrophy. That's inflammation of the vagina, dizziness, fatigue, weight gain, panic attacks, joint pain, nausea, food cravings, breast pain, extra heavy periods, forgetfulness, lack of concentration, shortness of breath, unpleasant body odor, tingling hands, tingling feet, severe cramping, increased body hair, breast changes, skin sensitivity, numbness hands, numbness in the feet, extra long periods, depth perception issues, paranoia, constipation, bowel issues, fluid retention, clumsiness, underarm odor, blurry vision, chills, voice pitch changes, loss of bone density, irregular heartbeat, difficulty swallowing, back pain, indigestion, bleeding gums, crawling skin, irritability, bad breath, aching teeth, frequent urination, high libido, frequent UTIs, facial hair, dry mouth, excess mucus. You've also got dry tongue, anal incontinence, bloating, itching, tinnitus, that's ringing in the ears, worsening allergies, irregular periods, vertigo, gum pain, brain fog, dry eyes, psoriasis, thrush, flooding, acid reflux, rage, burning tongue, brittle, dry hair, metallic taste in the mouth, vaginal itching, rosacea it's pronounced. That's inflammation of the skin. That's a skin condition. Electric shocks, restless legs, pins and needles, random tears, metabolism changes. It's a lot. It's a lot. This is why we need to be kind to ourselves, right? Now, when women tell me that they are experiencing 70% to 80% of those symptoms, that is a heck of a lot. There's a lot there. And yes, there's some common symptoms and there's not so common symptoms on there as well. Like I said, that's about 90 symptoms that were read out. Now, there's absolutely more symptoms than that. Absolutely more symptoms. One of the symptoms that is not on there that I've experienced is burning skin. My hands, the palm of my hands and the soles of my feet feel like they are on fire. They feel like they're on fire. Touch wood, it hasn't happened since I've been eating my avocados. Half an avocado a day. It hasn't happened. Touch wood. But I used to get I just call them flaming hands because it felt like they were on fire. My feet, soles of my feet felt like they were on fire. And my hands would swell, almost like it looked like they were going to pop. Okay? Walking. I'm walking straight, but I'm walking to the side. We call it in the community team crab. It impacts your walking. Like someone said earlier on, it can have an impact on your driving. What vitamin you recommend to help? With vitamins, again, at the moment I'm taking evening primrose and starflower oil. I also use maca powder. There's lots of different things I use. But Kim, I will send you over the lists. These lists can be overwhelming. So I can send you over the supplements list, and I can send you over the herbs and spices list if that's going to help. And then if you would like the things like food and nuts, then you can just say to me, Jackie, can you send some more? Yeah. Moringa. Yeah, I've got moringa seeds. I pop those seeds, free seeds every day. Moringa seeds. Moringa is very good, isn't it? So yeah, whatever you use that's working for you, it's fantastic. Thank you for the follow, Princess. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I will send out. Please send me a DM or an email and I will send it out to you today. I'll get that to you today. So you can have a look. Because like I said, one thing will not take away all your symptoms. It may not take away all your symptoms, sorry. Because I've heard some women say, oh, the HRT, my symptoms have stopped. Some women have said the HRT has not stopped all their symptoms. So it may be a combination of things that you use. Yeah, green juice, good, fantastic. Green juice is great. You use powder and you use green juice. Yeah, that's fantastic. And it's almost like you are on a journey to find out what works for you, isn't it? And sometimes a lot of women say to me, Jackie, I'm fed up of this journey because I've spent so much money and I'm still trying to find what is working for me. And so, yeah, it can be overwhelming, but I would urge you not to throw in the towel because there's going to be something out there that is going to work for you. It's trial and error. This is why I say, give yourself grace, give yourself some compassion. Something out there. HRT gave me more symptoms. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tabs. HRT is not for everyone. It's not for everyone. But we don't know if it's for us until we try it, right? I've just never been one to want to even try HRT. I'm not there. I will never try it. I'm not prepared to take a chance on my heart. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you've stopped taking it. It's not for you and you've moved on to something else. I go gym as well. Yeah, Kim, you know what? You're right. I mentioned earlier on, I don't know how long I think you've came in recently, but I mentioned about the change in our lifestyle, changing what we eat, how we eat, exercising, or I'm going to keep referring to it as movement. Movement. Our bodies need to be moving. It's all right to sit there at a desk and, working on a laptop, but every so often you need to get up and move around. It's really important. And that lifestyle change for me personally, it's been a game changer. Absolutely been a game changer. So you are absolutely right, Kim. Moving, changing your lifestyle in deciding how you're going to start eating better, eat well. Yesterday, when we did the live on menopause and the heart, one of the things that came up about looking after your heart, okay? Looking after your heart, and it was an acronym called EASY, and what it said around, I'll just get that because I can't remember for the life of me. EASY, the EASY acronym, okay? EASY stands for Eat Smart, Active Lifestyle, Stresses and Sleep, Yearly Checkups. That's what EASY stands for. It's really important that we eat smart. What we are eating can absolutely have an impact on our health. Okay? This is before menopause. So during menopause, we have to be more mindful about these things, right? Active lifestyle. We need to be active. The body likes to move. Even if we're not moving every day, we need to be moving. I would encourage you to move every day. And if that means going for a walk, start small and then build up. But be consistent. Be absolutely consistent in what we're doing. Because there's no point, if we're not consistent, we're not going to start seeing results. Okay, we have to want to say stresses and sleep. Sleep is important, but removing the stress from our lives where possible, if we can. And if that's people, step away from the people. That's what we're going to do. We're absolutely going to step away from them. Because right now, you're not good. You're not conducive for you're messing up my equilibrium. And I need to step away from you. And it's okay. Right? And then our yearly checkups. Absolutely go for our yearly checkups. The last yearly checkup I went for, my GP, I was told, oh, Jackie, you are pre-diabetes. I said, okay. I didn't want to hear that because it was some home truths. Diabetic is in my family rife. And what I said I was going to do, my GP said, sign up to the clinic. We can support you. I signed up to the clinic. Up to now, I've not heard from my GP. What? So you're going to leave me? And actually, if I didn't take ownership of this, I'd probably be diabetic now. But no, I said, no, diabetes is going to be knocking on that door, but I'm not opening it. I'm not opening the door for the diabetes. So I changed my lifestyle. I changed how I eat, what I eat, and I stepped up on my activity, my movement. So I go for walks, I go to the gym. Like I said, I woke up this morning and 6:30, I was out that door with my husband and we went for a 2-hour walk before starting our day. And we did the same yesterday. And just because of that lifestyle change, that commitment and me being consistent, from December till now, 2.5 stone gone. And I wasn't even doing it for the weight loss to begin with. I was doing it because I don't want to have diabetes. I refuse to have it. So we have to make a commitment to ourselves. We have to be committed to ourselves. Absolutely. I had to take it after surgery, but I give myself palpitations. I put on weight and emotion. I'm sorry to hear that, Tabs. Really sorry to hear that. You know, and sometimes when our GPs are saying that we have to take things, we hear them, but we need to ask those questions. Why do you feel I need to take it? What are the benefits? What are the risks? Because if the risks outweigh the benefits, are we going to then take it? Okay, are we going to take it? We need to ask these questions. It's for you to make the decision. Do not let anyone tell you what's right for you. Okay? Natural stuff better like herb. Yeah, I've got the list of herbs and spices. You're right. But because one size doesn't fit all, we have to be on that second journey to find out what works for us. And it may take a while for us to find out. I'm hoping it's a short time. It may take a week or a couple of weeks. It may take a bit longer, but keep on going and find out what works for you, because it may be a combination of things that we need to take before we realize that actually that is helpful for us. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Tabs, feel free to reach out. You're not in this alone. Absolutely not in this alone. It's so nice that you're talking to each other as well. Absolutely fantastic. That's what we're here for. You know, sharing our journeys, being heard and understood, and sharing information with each other. Because for one person, even if it's for one person, that it gives that light bulb moment, and for them to go and try that thing that you're using, or, you know, that method you're using, could be a game changer for them. And just remember, whatever we're going to be trialing, be consistent. And also, if we are on any medication or we have health conditions, we will need to go and speak to our GPs. Does that impact with what I'm taking? Will it impact on my health condition? Is it going to make it worse? Okay, because many times, as I'm sure you know, it may be that you are taking something already. It's like, at the moment, my mum's taking antibiotics and she's also taking some herbal stuff. And I'm saying to her, don't take them together. Okay, make sure that there's a 4-hour window in between you taking them. So we have to just be mindful about these things. So yeah, let's do our due diligence and our research. Let's keep speaking to each other. Okay, let's keep sharing, shouting at the top of our lungs, sharing our journey, speaking our truth. And let's keep talking to each other, supporting each other, because we're absolutely not alone. It is actually 1 minute to 2. It's almost 2 o'clock. So I'm going to end the live. Thank you everyone for being here. I am back tomorrow for our scheduled live at 8 p.m. British summertime, and we're going to be talking about menopause and eyes, how the menopause can have an impact on our eyes. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. I always end the live in the same way, no matter if it's a scheduled live or a trial or, an impromptu live. 2 ways I end the live. I will always send a virtual hug to everyone. And the second way, I remind you that you are not alone. You're absolutely not alone. I know it can feel a lonely journey, but you don't have to be alone. If after I've ended the live, if you do feel lonely, please reach out to someone who you trust. Reach out to someone who will listen to you so you feel heard, and reach out to someone that will understand you. If not me, someone else. Okay, so I will see you all tomorrow if you're around at 8 o'clock. If not, I will let you know when I'm going to be doing another menopause drop-in. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. Stay blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.